What's up, guys? And probably nobody's here right now, but so Michael Vaughan, I just became aware that they're having a press conference in like 5 minutes. So I don't know if they found him or what they're gonna say. So I guess we'll see. I mean, a part of me, well, I don't know. I don't know what people hope for, like that they did find the remains in their yard or not. So yeah, it's I have KTV up. It's supposed to be starting. Hold on, let me see if there's a better channel to. Hey, little Boston, what's up? What's up? Little Boston's Clalam. Hey, Jana. Hey, Sarah Silva. Josh 19, not kid. Josh, you make me feel bad because I really like you and I think you're an awesome kid, but like I feel like I don't feel like you're 18, so I hate that I hurt your feelings when I don't let you up, but it's just like YouTube rules because if you do have it, if you do have kids, then you have to have like the for kids only. You know what I'm saying? So like I just can't do it, but I'm. It's okay if you watch if your parents say that. I just hope you don't. There's no hard feelings. Okay, hold on. Let me bring this up. I have it up. Okay. Let's do it. Hide. ATVB. Let's see who I have on. I don't know. Hey, Sherlock Mom. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Finest Jules. Hey, Tony. Shazza666. Hey, Cupcake. Juliet. Oh, hey. Good to see ya. Yeah, he is. Hey, Dominic. Hey, Tammy. Teresa.
Couple more minutes. Yeah, I think all the media is ready to go, but no sign of the chief yet or anything.
Yeah, he is. Definitely.
Right now, this only media. Okay.
Check.
Hey, Hope. Hotheads.
Can you hear me now? Check.
You have
1, 2, 3.
twins.
We're
Hey,
live.
Dennis.
Okay.
Sarah. Amanda. Scratching with the man. Huh. Mm-hmm. Where should I go, Logan? Wow, she looks young. Why does she look like a little kid? Huh.
You guys are, if you want to cut in. Are you guys going live now too?
In a few minutes.
Okay, try not to scream over each
You're good. We look out for each other here.
Yeah, is he going to start with a question or just a generic toss? Or whatever, just this. Okay.
Hey, speak for yourself, Juliet. No, I'm just joking. No, I'm older than you. But no, I don't think she's mad, but I think she's young. She's probably 20s, right? Probably like early 20s. I don't know. beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she does, but I mean, I bet you she's 20s. But I mean, I would have guessed like 16, but she's probably like 20. I don't know. I will have to look her up and see. I'm sure we could find something. Hey, Scorpio Joe. Man, Zeke's barking like a freaking crazy man down there. Do you hear him? I'll mute it when it starts. I wonder what he's barking at. Hey, Dolores. And don't worry, my mom and grandma's down there, so I'm not just ignoring him. He's not by himself. Because some people, when they hear him bark, and I've had comments like, "Why are you ignoring your dog?"
Yeah, we expect them to file in here any minute now, Dawn. It's been a very busy month for the Fruitland Police Department after really not a whole lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's like a compliment. That's the thing.
Since Michael Vaughan went missing.
Definitely not an insult to say she looks young. I wouldn't say.
Hey,
Joe.
They made an arrest and they completely excavated the backyard of a home. Beginning earlier this month, that arrest was made on the 11th. Those digging efforts began on the 12th, and we know they were on scene there for more than a week. We did drive by that area on our way here to Fruitland City Hall today, and it is completely back to normal there. No more police tape, no more crews on scene. The fence is back in place, and it really looks like their efforts there so far, Dawn, are done.
Well, this is KTVB. It's like the local channel. I could switch, but
representatives
I watched
the police department that there is no connection between the Vaughan family and the home where this search took place. We know the woman who lives in that home, Sarah Wandra, was taken into custody that Friday night and charged with failing to report a death, specifically naming Michael Vaughan in those reports. Now, there is no connection that we've been told of. Police say there's no connection. They don't know each other, but it is extremely close to the family's home, walking distance in a residential area, only a half a mile from where Michael Vaughan was last seen at his home that evening of July 27th. John?
Here we go. He's got pretty eyes though, huh? He's cute. Let's see what they did find. I'm gonna mute myself.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to start out by saying thank you to our media partners. Thanks for being here. Thank you for the continued coverage of the Michael Vaughan case. I also wanted to begin by just giving my sincere thanks to all the law enforcement agencies, local businesses, and members of the public who helped us over the course of the last year and a half of this intense investigation. More recently, during the last 3 weeks, we could not have completed the work necessary without the selfless help of others. The community support has been absolutely incredible. As you know, from the time Michael went missing, this has been an all hands on deck investigation, and it remains very active and an ongoing investigation. You can't take one of our most precious citizens from us and ever expect us to stop. During the course of this investigation to date, we received credible information that the remains of Michael Vaughan could be found in the backyard at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland. As a result, the Fruitland Police Department obtained a search warrant for the residence along with the front and backyards. That search warrant was served on November 11th. It was a Friday. We served that late in the evening. Upon entry, officers encountered Sarah Wandra, one of the known occupants of the home, and Sarah was subsequently arrested based on probable cause that she had knowledge of Michael's death and failed to report that death to law enforcement. The following day, the Fruitland Police Department, joined by the Idaho State Police, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, the Fruitland Fire Department, and the Fruitland Public Works Department, began a very methodical excavation of the backyard of the Wandra's home. During that excavation process, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, Mountain States detection dogs deployed multiple certified human remains detection dogs on the property, all of them alerting to the presence of human remains. Ground penetrating radar was also used and deployed, detecting anomalies in the backyard. We completed the excavation of the entire backyard and removed over 250 yards of dirt. Prior to backfilling the yard, the dirt was meticulously sifted for any potential human remains. We did not find Michael's remains. Although the remains of Michael Vaughan were not recovered, we strongly believe, based on evidence, that Michael was abducted and is deceased, and that his remains were buried and later moved from the property. As of today, the whereabouts of his remains are unknown. However, the investigation is active, fluid, and ongoing. Once the excavation was complete, we conducted a thorough search of the Wanderer's residence. The search was productive, and additional investigative evidence was recovered and is currently being processed. Evidence suggests that the following individuals who are currently in custody are involved in the abduction of Michael Vaughan. This is Sarah Wandra, 35 years old. Sarah lives at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Sarah has firsthand knowledge and is involved in Michael's abduction. Sarah Wandra is currently being held at the Fayette County Jail for failing to report a death to law enforcement. This is Sarah's husband, Stacy Wandra, 30 years old, a male. Stacy was also living at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Stacy has firsthand knowledge and is involved in the abduction of Michael Vaughan. Stacy's currently being held in the Washington County Jail on unrelated charges. Now, the next individuals I'm going to introduce you to, let's go at the bottom there. This is Brandon Shurtleff, 30 years old, of Kuna, Idaho. Brandon was living with Sarah and Stacy Wandra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance. And we believe Brandon has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Brandon is currently believed to be in North Dakota. Adrian Lucien, 32-year-old male out of Toledo, Ohio. Adrian was staying with Sarah and Stacy Wandra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance. And we believe that Adrian has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Adrian is currently believed to be in Toledo, but floats between Ohio and California. I strongly encourage Shurtleff and Lucien to contact the Fruitland Police Department detectives as the window of time for talking and cooperation is coming to a close. This remains an active and ongoing investigation, with conversations taking place with the Fayette County Prosecutor's Office about Michael's case and those individuals involved. We also believe that there are others associated with the Wanderers, Shurtleff and Lucien, who may have knowledge of Michael's abduction, and I would strongly encourage them to come forward and speak with my detectives. When we finally reach the conclusion of this investigation, and I can assure you that we will, all of those who have knowledge of Michael's disappearance and have failed to report or hindered our investigation will be pursued. There's a moment in time to do the right thing and bring your information forward and cooperate. And that moment in time is now. To date, the Fruitland Police Department has received over 1,500 tips and leads, and we received many new leads since this phase of the investigation has began. We continue to ask our community for support and patience as we continue to aggressively work this case. We also ask that the Vaughan family's privacy continue to be respected, and we'll continue to post updates as information can be shared. Tips can be sent to findmichael@fruitland.org or to Crime Stoppers at 343cops.com or the Fruitland Police Department at 208-452-3110. Tipsters can remain anonymous. So Before I open it up for questions, I just want to make it clear that this is a very active and ongoing investigation. It's super important that we maintain the integrity of this investigation. So I'd ask you that you'd please tailor your questions accordingly. With that, I'll stand for a few questions. Alex?
So if Michael's remains are not found, will Sarah have to be released, or do you think that she will remain in jail once you locate the other people that you think are involved?
It is my belief that she will remain in custody. But again, we're in talks with the Fayette County prosecutor, and those talks are ongoing as far as charging.
And you can't speak to any additional evidence that was found in the house, like you said, you can't.
I cannot. Again, I just don't want to jeopardize the integrity of this investigation. Leslie?
J.P. Wondra is listed as an inmate in Washington County Jail, but he's not on the Idaho court records because it's currently with federal hold. Are there any other charges aside from hers that have been filed in relation to this?
Not that I'm aware of. Not at this point. Go ahead.
What was different about the tip you received in this case after, 1,500 tips over the last almost year and a half? What led to the arrest and the search? Can you share any more about what led you to that home?
I don't want to get into the details on that, but I can assure you that the tip that we received was credible. I also released that in an earlier statement that it came from one of the occupants of the home, which led to that. Yes.
I'm sure that you guys in your investigation are following social media pages, which a lot of us have looked at. And one of them indicates a trip out of state taken within the time frame. Without hampering the investigation, you guys are at least aware of that trip taken to get a dog.
We are currently aware of a lot. And so I would tell you that you just need to trust us and trust in this investigation. We're making tremendous progress. We're comfortable with where we're at. I appreciate that question.
So Sarah Wondra didn't pass her mental evaluation for when they were in the hearing and things. Do you think this affects the investigation at all, considering that to be the case?
I do not at this point.
There have been mentions of a neighbor's yard. Has that been searched in any way or taken into consideration in this investigation?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we'll be deploying ground penetrating radar in the neighbor's yard tomorrow. So we haven't done that yet, but we will. That's on the agenda for tomorrow. So thank you.
Okay, aside from just living with the Wanders, do we know what the relationship of the two men you named were? How are they connected with the Wanders?
I'm not, this is ongoing. I'm not going to get into the semantics and dynamics of the relationship there. Alex?
A lot of neighbors spoke to us about a scooter that you guys were looking for. Can you speak to anything about, like, if you had found a scooter, if that was related, or if that's something that you were possibly looking for at the Wonders residence at all?
Again, that's evidentiary in nature, and I'm not going to speak to that at this point. So.
You mentioned the other property that's going to be starting to be searched tomorrow. Are there warrants for any other properties besides that have been sought out?
Not at this point, but, through the course of this investigation, I believe that there are other locations that we will definitely be searching. So there is no warrant for the search that we're going to do tomorrow. It's all consensual. So I appreciate that.
Was the warrant that was executed in CUNA in recent weeks related to Brandon Shurtleff?
We did not have a warrant for any home in CUNA.
But was there a search related to his home?
Yes, there was.
You said that you believe that one of them is in North Dakota and you haven't located him yet. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Do you mind spelling their last names for us? I'm sorry.
Sure, I can. You obviously have the Wanderer's last name, correct? Okay. Last of Shurtleff is Shurtliff. Last of Lucien is Lucienne. Okay, all right. Well, if we don't have any other questions, I'm going to conclude this press conference. Karen, one more.
One more. If neither of these individuals do come forward with information, could they face any charges related to tampering an investigation or anything like that?
You know, I would tell you that, I'm not going to discuss our investigative strategies at this point. But it is my belief that charges are forthcoming.
Just one last question. I know you're very proud of your team that's really done an amazing job so far. Can you talk more about that and about how they're doing?
You know,
It's got to be tough.
it is tough. You know, we've lived this case from the time that it began, and but I'm telling you, I've got a very strong, committed group of people here, and they come in here every day, and we're in this grind, and they are committed to finding Michael, and we're just not going to stop. Everybody should know that we are not going to stop until we uncover the truth in its entirety, I would say. So thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody.
You guys, I'm going to rewatch the very beginning because I missed what he initially said. And I feel like I missed something by your guys' reactions, because when it first started, I was like in chat. So I'm just going to play like the first 5 minutes because I just want to see something real quick, if you guys don't mind. And some of you guys are just coming in, so you probably missed it anyway. All right, hold on. And then we'll chat about it. I just want to make sure I heard everything. Okay.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to start out by saying thank you to our media partners. Thanks for being here. And thank you for the continued coverage of the Michael Vaughan case. I also wanted to begin by just giving my sincere thanks to all the law enforcement agencies, local businesses, and members of the public who helped us over the course of the last year and a half of this intense investigation. More recently, during the last 3 weeks, we could not have completed the work necessary without the selfless help of others. The community support has been absolutely incredible. As you know, from the time Michael went missing, this has been an all-hands-on-deck investigation, and it remains very active and an ongoing investigation. You can't take one of our most precious citizens from us and ever expect us to stop. During the course of this investigation to date, we received credible information that the remains of Michael Vaughan could be found in the backyard at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland. As a result, the Fruitland Police Department obtained a search warrant for the residence along with the front and backyards. That search warrant was served on November 11th. It was a Friday. We served that late in the evening. Upon entry, officers encountered Sarah Wandra, one of the known occupants of the home, and Sarah was subsequently arrested based on probable cause that she had knowledge of Michael's death and failed to report that death to law enforcement. The following day, the Fruitland Police Department, joined by the Idaho State Police, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, the Fruitland Fire Department, and the Fruitland Public Works Department, began a very methodical excavation of the backyard of the Wandra's home. During that excavation process, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, Mountain States detection dogs deployed multiple certified human remains detection dogs on the property, all of them alerting to the presence of human remains. Ground penetrating radar was also used and deployed, detecting anomalies in the backyard. We completed the excavation of the entire backyard and removed over 250 yards of dirt. Prior to backfilling the yard, the dirt was meticulously sifted for any potential human remains. We did not find Michael's remains. Although the remains of Michael Vaughan were not recovered, we strongly believe, based on evidence, that Michael was abducted and is deceased, and that his remains were buried and later moved from the property. As of today, the whereabouts of his remains are unknown. However, the investigation is active, fluid, and ongoing. Once the excavation was complete, we conducted a thorough search of the Wandra's residence. The search was productive, and additional investigative evidence was recovered and is currently being processed. Evidence suggests that the following individuals who are currently in custody are involved in the abduction of Michael Vaughan. This is Sarah Wandra, 35 years old. Sarah lives at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Sarah has firsthand knowledge and is involved in Michael's abduction. Sarah Wandra is currently being held at the Fayette County Jail for failing to report a death to law enforcement. This is Sarah's husband, Stacy Wandra, 30 years old, a male. Stacy was also living at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Stacy has firsthand knowledge and is involved in the abduction of Michael Vaughan. Stacy's currently being held in the Washington County Jail on unrelated charges. Now, the next individuals I'm going to introduce you to, let's go at the bottom there. This is Brandon Shurtleff, 30 years old, of Kuna, Idaho. Brandon was living with Sarah and Stacy Wandra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance. And we believe Brandon has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Brandon is currently believed to be in North Dakota. Adrian Lucien, 32-year-old male out of Toledo, Ohio. Adrian was staying with Sarah and Stacy Wandra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance. And we believe that Adrian has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Adrian's currently believed to be in Toledo, but floats between Ohio and California. I strongly encourage Shurtleff and Lucien to contact the Fruitland Police Department detectives as the window of time for talking and cooperation is coming to a close. This remains an active and ongoing investigation, with conversations taking place with the Fayette County Prosecutor's Office about Michael's case and those individuals involved. We also believe that there are others associated with the Wandras, Shurtleff, and Lucien, who may have knowledge of Michael's abduction, and I would strongly encourage them to come forward and speak with my detectives. When we finally reach the conclusion of this investigation, and I can assure you that we will, all of those who have knowledge of Michael's disappearance and have failed to report or hindered our investigation will be pursued. There's a moment in time to do the right thing and bring your information forward and cooperate. And that moment in time is now. To date, the Fruitland Police Department has received over 1,500 tips and leads, and we received many new leads since this phase of the investigation has began. We continue to ask our community for support and patience as we continue to aggressively work this case. We also ask that the Vaughan family's privacy continue to be respected, and we'll continue to post updates as information can be shared. Tips can be sent to findmichael@fruitland.org or to Crime Stoppers at 343cops.com or the Fruitland Police Department at 208-452-3110. Tipsters can remain anonymous. So before I open it up for questions, I just want to make it clear that this is a very active and ongoing investigation. It's super important that we maintain the integrity of this investigation. So I'd ask you that you'd please tailor your.
I don't think I'm going to, hopefully you guys got to see the questions. It's really hard to hear the questions. I don't know if I'm going to replay that. Is that all right? Or do you guys really want me to replay the questions? It's pretty hard to hear the questions, to be honest. Who are you talking about, Billy, though? JD Huff or who? I didn't realize that there was such a thing that he was doing a bad job. I never heard that before. Can you explain who do you mean, though? Is that who you're talking about? Or are you talking about Chris? Yeah, let me know. because I don't know. I didn't hear that he was doing such a bad job. Well, we did, but Jennifer, I did play the questions the first time. I was just playing it on a replay, so the questions you can hear, I played it the first time through actually. Um, uh, yeah, if you just rewind, Jennifer, you could hear the questions. Because I would like to, like, if I do, I could probably put it in my editor and get the questions loud. I was having trouble hearing the questions. Um, but I did play it already, Jennifer. I was just I was replay. I said I wanted to replay the beginning because I thought I missed something, but actually I thought it wasn't. I didn't miss anything after I replayed it. I was like, oh, I thought I heard something that I didn't hear. But then everybody's like, oh yeah, I missed it, so I just decided to play the whole thing. But I just stopped at the questions. So wait, hold on. Let me see what Billy said because I'm really confused about what you said, Billy. Eve, are you guys talking about JD Huff? What? Why did he do so bad? I can understand if you're talking about Chris because I've heard a lot of stuff he's done. But I didn't know about. I don't know. Maybe you guys are talking about Chris. But it was just confusing me the way you said it because you said he should be fired, like working the case, and I don't think Chris was officially ever working the case. So maybe if you could just clarify so I know if I need to look into anything. I'm waiting. Anyway, so what did you think? So, I mean, do you think we'll ever find out where they put him? I mean, they might make a deal with one of them. You know what I'm saying? If they basically put it all out there, like, hey, you guys are going to jail for murder. Like, one of you guys could take a deal and maybe wait, does Idaho have the death sentence? Hold on, let me see the death penalty. Because I mean, they could always use that for like a bargaining tool type thing, but or maybe one of those guys that were living with them that they could offer like a deal, like, hey, we'll give you this deal. If they know where they put Michael. So there could be a way to find out where they've moved him, Let me see if they do. I think Indiana does, right? Idaho, I keep saying Indiana, sorry. I know it's not Indiana, Idaho. Yeah, do you think somebody will say then? That's what I'm thinking somebody will take like some kind of deal. They'll be able to talk somebody into a deal to like one of them, hopefully, to say where they put them, unless if they could figure it out by their own investigation, Hey, Ausane. Let me see, Idaho. Just want to see something. But the only thing is would they be able to? Yeah, because hold on a second. Let's see. Murder. 1901. Here, let's look it up together. Might as well be looking up since I'm just doing audio. Let's just look it up together. Let's see, Idaho. A lot of you guys probably already know the answer to this, but probably from the Revallo case. Let's see here. Death penalty. Okay, let's see. Let me share my screen. All right, we'll do this. Let's see what we learn here. Might learn something new. Hi, Gailey. What's up? No, they didn't. Yeah, they did. So to summarize it, they did not find the remains, but the dogs did alert. So what they're thinking is that he was there. There was remains there because all the dogs really heavily alerted to the yard. So they think that Michael was buried there, but then they moved him because they did not find any remains. No. So the new look in the landfill for baby Q in it. Yeah. I don't know, Sydney. I guess he's helping with the investigation. I guess that's what people are saying because it's not because it can't be because the Cold Case Foundation because he's not. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, okay. Because he's not. It was never a cold case, so I guess he was just assisting in the investigation. Which I just wonder if they if they're aware of like his history or something, because I don't know if that's the look they want to go with. I don't know like how much expertise he really can offer. I mean, I don't mean to talk bad, but he's not. If you look at his track history, it's not the best. So I don't know. I would go with. I think they could do fine on their own, to be honest. But oh well. Billy, look at the Kristen Smart case. They still haven't. Yeah. Guy stays the F away from them. I'm not saying these people. Oh, here, Billy. Let me see what you said. I'm not saying these people didn't hurt Michael. I'm talking about how Brandy has been on. It's horrible. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, but it's probably they're probably in a hard position. Like, how do they go about it? You know, they have to, Laura. They have to. I always used to keep my mouth shut about it, Laura, but like now that after things are coming out where it's so known of all the crap that he's done and it's like you can't hide it, I almost don't feel as bad about at least saying a little bit because I mean, we can't deny it, guys. You can just go do your research on him. He's not good. I'm sorry. He's not. He's caused a lot of crap. But I knew from the beginning. Never liked him from the very beginning, but I just kept my mouth shut and let you guys all find out. And it came out. It took what, about a year. Okay, so let's see. History of the death penalty. Okay. Let's see. The death penalty was established in Idaho 1864. Okay, notable cases. I just want to see like where it's at now. So we have 2022 0 since 1976 000. So they've had one in 2005, one in 2011, one in 2012. So they've only had 1, 2, 3. Like, look, is there about 3 in the last? Let's see. That's 14, 34, like 36 years. 30. I'm going on 37 years. They've only had 3. But I mean, it's still there. I mean, yeah, it's still. It says 2011 was the last one, though, on here. Huh. Let's see. Finally, I don't see the 2017 one. I'm talking about, this is showing like when they actually executed him. Are you just talking about when somebody's been sentenced to the death penalty? Is that what you're saying? These are like executions. So like actually when they actually did it, that they've only had actually killed 3 people doing it in the last, what, almost 40 years. So yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that. I would play it here, but I heard the person that you guys are saying that did that interview, I heard he strikes. So I'm just a little nervous to play it because I wanted to play that neighbor interview he did too, but people said no, he'll strike you. So I'm a little nervous. I would love to play it. We could watch it together, but I don't know if I want to take a chance. Well, us fellow YouTubers need to stick together. We should share information. I hate people that strike if you're doing it to like just share information. You know what I'm saying? And you're not like, I could see if people were maybe doing it and they're making fun of you, which I still won't strike anybody. I've been made fun of or whatever, but I could see maybe going that route if they're like bashing you. But like if you're just trying to like share information, I don't get why people strike. I don't like if you're really in it to share information and to get answers, then why don't you want to share the information? Like the more people that see it, the more answers, the more it gets out there. So I don't get that, but hey, I guess everybody's different. But I would love to, I'm gonna have to watch it by myself. That sucks because I would love to watch it with you guys and we could talk about it, but I'm not taking the chance. Sorry. Because if you get a strike on the live stream, it's not. Oh, he does? Laura, are you sure? Are you positive though? I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna be like, wait, if he strikes me, I'm gonna be like, wait, Laura, strike Laura because she vouched for you. Oh really? Okay. Okay, because yeah, I'm saying, like, I'm not gonna yeah, I'm not bashing him at all. I think it's a good interview, probably. Like, that neighbor interview, I talked about it. I was wanting to share it so much because just to share the information. Okay. No, I mean, audi it doesn't matter. You could just I mean, yeah. No, that's why I'm always confused. Okay, yeah, so okay, let's do it. I could, but here's the issue with that. Usually when I wanna use if I find something, it's like I wanna use it that day, like it's important that day. And a lot of people, like, you contact them and usually it takes, like, days for people to respond. Most YouTubers that I've contacted to use their, stuff, I can't say all, but a lot of them, I never even got a response. Like, they don't even respond back. So, and if so, like, a lot of them will take a while and then it's, like, too late. But yeah, no, I would definitely give him credit. Yeah, just ask him. I'll give him credit and, well, obviously, it's his I mean, it's his channel. Um, okay, let's see what Laura figures out, and we'll watch it together because I wanna see this Brandon guy, right? That's what you guys are saying here. Let me go find it while you're doing that. Hold on. Oh, hold on a second, guys. Let me go find it real quick, and then we'll play it. So this is the Brandon guy that he interviewed, you're saying, right? Okay, let's see. I also wanted to well, and I don't know now, most of you guys probably already seen the neighbor. Let's see. And then is it on a live or a regular? Because I haven't seen it yet. I'm just going by what you guys are saying. Let's see. Carson. Which one is it on, guys? Because I don't see anything labeled that. Let me go down. Well, 4 months. Is it a live then? So we got Dylan Round, summer, 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 summer. Huh. Am I on the right channel? He hasn't. Huh. There hasn't been a lot. Are we sure? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong person that did the interview. Who did the interview, guys? Hold on. I don't see any interview that he has with Brandon. So can somebody just send me the link of who did it, like where the interview with Brandon is? Yeah, if it is Billy, like, hey, headphones. Maybe it's not JRR. I don't see it on his channel. So can somebody send me who it is or like a link of it, or where that Brandon interview was? Oh, he does? Okay, but where, Brandon? I do not see it on his channel. I have okay, we got a Donald Trump, we have Stacey Wandra, which I just skimmed through that. That's only a minute long. Um, and then if you go to his lives, here, I'll show you what I'm look. Like, okay, so if you go to his lives, we got Dylan. Okay, I guess it could be on the Michael Vaughan. Is it on this one? But then we have summer, summer, summer. This is like 4 months ago. And then if you go to his videos, I check this, I check this. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That says Brian Lawson. That wouldn't be it. So I don't see anything that would be it. This is like 4 months old. Unless if it's like, are you saying it's old? Like it was, he interviewed him a while ago? I was thinking it was going to be like recently, but let's see. Oh, hold on. Hope you sent it to me. Let's see. Is it JLR then? Let's see. If I'm just an idiot and I can't find it. Oh, he has 2 channels. Oh, he has 2 channels. That's why I'm on his wrong channel. Okay, I did not know that. Hold on. Okay. But did Laura come back and say it was okay yet? I just want to make sure. I mean no harm. I just think, he got good information. I want to share it. Okay, let me I found it, guys. So wait. I don't see anybody in a jacuzzi though. Are we sure? Thanks, Laura. Oh, okay. Yeah. Here it is. Laura, you sent me the, I don't know. The other one must have just been audio or something, Hope. That doesn't even look like this. Is that the same guy that they had up? Wow, he looks different. So Laura, he said, okay. Am I allowed to play it? All right. I just shared it with myself and I'm on his wrong channel. I guess he has 2 channels. Okay, hold on. Let me get it up. I think that's why that channel looks confusing because I think I've been to his other channel and that's where I saw the other interview. Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna watch it together. So this is the guy. I guess this is the Brandon they had up in the first picture, it looks like. I guess it's him. I guess it looks like him. He just has a pair of glasses on this one. Okay. All right. Well, just like maybe to like at least still reach out to him and be just say make sure like that he won't. Please. I'm gonna share his link. You guys share his link, but let's make sure we get the right link because the other I didn't realize he had 2 channels. So hold on 1 second. Okay, yeah, this is the right one. Okay. So it's here. Let me share it real quick. So this is the link for Jonathan JLR's Jonathan Lee Rich's Investigates because there's 2 different channels. Okay. So here is the one. So we're gonna be, I think this is the actual, is this the video or is, I don't know if I just linked his channel or the video that I'm playing now. Hold on. I don't remember which way I copied here. Well, this is the actual video we're playing. Yeah, and the other one was just a link to his channel, I think. Okay, so let's play it. Thanks. Thanks for sharing it, Laura. And then Hope, the one you sent me, it's different, but does that have audio on it? Because I wasn't listening to the audio part. So I just didn't see him on the video. So I'm gonna play this video one first. Okay, so this guy, I guess, I mean, this is the person that they brought up on the press conference that they said that he was living at the house at the time of the time Michael disappeared, and it happened with Michael Vaughan. So he possibly knows something. Where did they say he was living in? Now I forget, but he's somewhere right now. It doesn't sound like he's in custody or anything, but they think he knows something. Okay, let's play it. Hold on, let me make my screen bigger. Okay.
Investigates. I am covering the Michael Vaughan case out of Fruitland,
Yes.
Idaho. 6-year-old Michael Vaughan. He's been missing since July 27th, 2021. Where is Michael
Okay,
Vaughan?
Billy. I didn't watch the video.
I have an exclusive interview I want to share with everyone on a conversation that I had with Brandon Shurtleff. Brandon Shurtleff, he was with Stacy and Sarah Wandra on the day Michael Vaughan went missing. And he shares a lot. I'm going to share the entire video right now, unedited, uncut, full interview that I had with him. And then we will discuss afterward. You need to watch this. He shares vital information about the Michael Vaughan case. Check it out. Okay, now thank you for talking to me. Thank you. I respect that, considering that I put a video out on you sharing what's going on. But as you know, I never said you were a suspect. I just said that you were there in the mix. So this is very important because a lot of people are following the Michael Vaughan case, and people just want answers. People want Michael found. They want insight on the Wanderers. They want to know everything. So, can you just explain what's going on here?
What's that?
Can you explain what's going on? Like what happened? What went down? What's up?
Yeah, the people that I used to stay with sometimes on the weekend and drive taxi for or whatever, they're involved in some big shit about. They're saying they know more about the Michael Vaughan case and everything like that. And I heard that they're saying that they actually killed him themselves.
Now, who said that?
I think the detectives told me that that's what Stacy and Sarah said themselves, is that they did it or they were involved in it or they know who did.
Interesting. Do you know any names or other these people? Who are they?
One of the people that went to their house before was Tanner Butler. I just looked at my Facebook page now, and his name's Tanner Butler. He was staying there with me and Stacy and Sarah at the time. Like all four of us were roommates.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead.
And then I guess the whole thing on how this started was the fact that Sarah like kind of threatened him or like told him, get out of my house and don't come here no more because you were drinking. And I don't want you to be a bad influence on my poor little husband, Stacy, blah, blah, blah.
So yeah. And that was the incident earlier this year, April, around the beginning of April, right? They got arrested?
Correct.
Who got arrested?
Sarah did. Sarah Wandra. And then Stacy. Okay, so Stacy got arrested first.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, Sarah got arrested not long after.
Interesting.
And that was all over guns. It was all over a .17 caliber, some kind of a little gun they had.
Yeah, I saw the reports and I saw that I read the indictment of Stacy, and he was trying to sell a gun. I think it's the gun you just described, to a gun shop out in New Plymouth.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So, but you're saying Sarah got in a fight with this Tanner guy around the same time in her house.
Right after he went to give that gun to somebody else, then that is when.
For the amazing new iPhone 14 Pro, reliable.
Man, that's why I hate commercials, because that's the music in it. I'm always nervous that. Okay, hold on. Let me play it through. Anyway, I just made a comment while I was just send it. Like, do you guys see? There's like snow in the background, and he's got no shirt on. How is he not cold? I mean, am I seeing things? There is snow in the background, right? I keep trying to look. Is that snow? He doesn't have his shirt on. Wow. But I don't see his like breath. You know that if it was real cold. But I don't know.
Went to give that gun to somebody else, then that is when he went and tried to sell the gun to that gunsmith guy. And then right after that, Sarah was arrested for threatening another roommate kid with a Glock or a gun or
something. Hot tub. Never mind.
So it was all over Tanner drinking in the house.
Yes.
It's interesting that you say that because
oh yeah, he's in a hot. I'm an idiot. That went right over my head. That's normal. Never mind. People go out in the winter in a hot tub anyway. Yeah, and that's what you guys were saying. He's in the hot tub talking. Yeah. Never mind. That was a stupid comment for me. Okay.
I've observed posts from Sarah, that she would make in her taxi group. She had a group called Faith Taxi, right? And she would make posts saying, I am not going to pick up anyone and deliver them to buy drugs or alcohol. I forbid that. I don't do drugs and alcohol. I don't want to be around drugs and alcohol. Something in that sense.
Yes, sir.
So, maybe, she's just didn't want alcohol in the house. How long was Tanner staying there for?
He was staying there for like, I'd say we had a relationship for like 2 or 3 months off and on, where he'd just kind of come in, and then they gave him a taxi ride one day, and then they said that he could come kind of stay with them at nighttime a little bit so he could get a job in the day. And they're just trying to help him, give him a place to stay at night so he could work in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, get back on his feet, and then he's going to go back to his parents or whatever.
Interesting. So how long were you there at the house for?
I probably knew him for 2 years in total, and I probably stayed with them off and on for a year because I went out and drove taxis at their little Faith Taxi business.
Yeah.
So I'd take people to Walmart and give them groceries and help them out in the community and stuff like that. And then I'd go back and kind of hang out with them at nighttime, and we'd do a little barbecuing, drink a couple beers, whatever.
Yeah.
And then after that, that was pretty much it.
Did how much did they pay you doing the taxi? What were they paying?
Usually they charge like $2.25 or 50 cents a mile. So basically, they'll go out and let people go where they want to go, and they just cover the fuel and give them like a little tip or whatever to help them with groceries.
Okay. Did they have other people working for them besides you?
Yeah, they had one other guy that was working there, and then me and Stacy and Sarah. So there's like 4 total.
What was the other person's name? Do you know?
The other guy was I want to say it was another Hispanic guy that was my friend that they met during that time.
Yeah.
And we kind of hung out, and he had an SUV, and we drove around a little bit and talked, and he kind of stayed there like 1 or 2 nights. And then after that, he just kind of headed out.
You don't know his name?
I want to say it was like, it wasn't Jesus. It was like, it was kind of like Caesar or Jesus, kind of like one of those names, but it started with a J.
But it wasn't Caesar, the guy that was in the car with you in that picture, right? Not him.
Right, because that was when that picture was taken. I only met him like 1 or 2 other times before that. Stacy took me over to his house, and we picked him up for a taxi ride, and we took him to like, I don't know, just one of his friends, and then came right back. And then we were all just chilling.
Yeah. So you're saying that this Tanner guy did he must have done this to Michael. Tanner had to do something. You're hearing or you know?
No, I don't think Tanner did anything like that. I just know that Tanner and Sarah got in a fight, and that's why she got charges in the first place, because she didn't handle the situation properly.
Okay, so going back to the couple weeks ago when authorities went to the Wanderers' house with the warrant for the property to dig up looking for Michael, what brought them there? Like, who said what? Who said what to bring them there? Did the detectives tell you?
I think that they said that the cadaver dogs, they brought dogs over there and it alerted, like on a scent trail or something.
Mm-hmm.
And there was rumors that there was a little tricycle bike over there and a little shirt or something like that.
But why would people spread rumors? Are you thinking they were just trying to pin it on them?
Possibly. Yeah, I think that they were, I don't know.
Yeah, because it is interesting, and I'm so dumbfounded on this because we all want answers. Everybody wants answers, right? Everyone wants the truth, and I appreciate you telling me because, believe it or not, me digging in on you, I'm thinking, okay, this Brandon guy is involved because Sarah got arrested. But at the same time, people are like, well, Sarah's like kind of crazy, right? She's kind of mentally ill, and she could just been rambling, hey, I buried the body, when it's not true.
Yeah. And even if there was any bit of a slight suspicion or whatever that happened, I'm glad that they went there and looked, because that would be a way to find more clues to what is going on.
Yeah, because you told me you don't think Sarah or Stacy did this.
I don't think that they're capable of doing it, because they're just kind of like normal people that just have little businesses trying to get money, just barely scraping to get by. They don't,
And then, okay, like what other business they got? They got the taxi business. What else?
And then they have an oil change business. So they started Wanderers Lube, and that's what came up on the Google when you Googled it.
Yeah.
And then that is why I was there at all, ever, for any reason, is to help them with their oil change business, because I did that before and I'm good at it.
Where would they do the oil change at? At their house there or another location?
They had a little shop over there in Ontario, Oregon, where they did oil changes. They were renting it out. So
up to the arrest where she got arrested in April this year, was that business still running?
It was starting to slowly decrease because it was going good, and then one day Stacy had an argument with the owner and his daughter over a shop vac, if you can believe it or not. And they were sitting there just doing that, and he said, if you're going to treat my daughter and talk to her like that over just a shop vac, then I'm going to go ahead and not rent this to you guys anymore. You know what I mean? And you haven't paid me for a little bit anyway, so things are not up to date on the payments. You guys, your contract has been terminated. kind of thing.
Interesting. Yeah. So what about the taxi business? Was that still functioning up to when she got arrested?
Yes, sir, that is correct. Yeah, it was still functioning, and it'd still be going today if none of those charges would have happened with her and Tanner. That's what set it off.
So she gets charged with arrested for fighting with Tanner. Does she get bond? Does she just get released?
I think they gave her bond. They gave her bond for a little bit, and then they let her out on a preliminary hearing kind of a thing.
Mhm.
So they're waiting to determine if any more evidence comes up, if she really did like try to smack him with a dog bone, or if she tried to threaten him with a gun, or if that was true, or if it was just hearsay.
So he's accusing her of hitting her with a dog bone.
Yeah, he said that she smacked her with a dog bone and said, "Get out of my house right now or I'm calling the cops." And that's what started everything. And then right when that happened, me and her got in an argument as well, and I got my little van and I left and went home.
So you never
'Cause I
went,
was like,
you never went back after that.
right. After that, I went back one time, and then I went back there and was hanging out with another friend. His name was Randy, and he was from North Carolina, and he got in a crash with his motorhome. So they were
Why are these so
Man, what do you guys think? Do you guys believe this guy? I mean, this Brandon guy? Huh. I don't know. It's crazy. So he doesn't think they're capable. Yeah, but most times you don't people surprise you. Like you don't see like, oh yeah, that guy is capable of murder. I mean, most of the time they don't. It's like a lot of the times, yeah, you're surprised. Oh, thanks, Colby. Oh yeah, huh? But do you think if they tried, like, do you think anybody is like knows though, like they tried to do that with? I don't know if would they risk that because then, huh? I don't know. Maybe. I just wonder how long they kept him alive. The big white horse. Okay, so we got it back on here. Hold on, let me pull it back up. All right, why isn't it not playing? Oh, I have it on mute right here. Okay.
back there and was hanging out with another friend. His name was Randy, and he was from North Carolina, and he got in a crash with his motorhome. So they were trying to help him with that, with the taxi, by giving him a ride to do the repairs on his pickup. They got totaled from the crash, and then
They are
from
dumb,
there,
though. You're right.
that's when that kind of went sideways. And I went back there once, and me and him were trying to do the taxi by ourselves, but then Stacy got involved and got in with a new phone and tried to run the show in the company. And then me and Stacy got in arguments about who could drive the car, who couldn't, who could work, who couldn't. And it just became a big nightmare from there.
Interesting. Did they bring in like it seems like they're just bringing people in because they want to help them.
Yes.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know. That was one of the biggest questions that was on my mind too. It's just like they were trying to, they said that they kind of did it for God or they did it for the church, and they want to give people a place to sleep at night so they don't have to be homeless, you know?
Yeah. Was Stacy religious?
He pretended to be, but he wasn't as like he believes in God, you know what I'm saying? But he doesn't believe in like all the religious practices like most of the people.
Yeah.
But they went to church and they paid tithes and tried to help people and got money from the church to pay their bills, and they were with the church, you know.
Interesting. Well, see, because people are saying about Sarah, right? Because they're saying right after Michael Vaughan went missing, then she starts making all these religious posts, like within a month after he went missing, and people are suspecting, is she trying to repent? Is she have a guilty conscience? Is she trying to deflect and try to thwart off anyone that's investigating her to act like she's religious? Like what's the deal with that?
Yeah, I know that they always kind of like hid behind it, or they went with those kind of things. Like the whole time I was there, they just say, "Oh, we believe in God, and God tells me what we should do for the day and how to help people, and we believe in doing good to the community, and it'll come back around," kind of like a good karma thing.
Yeah.
And so that's why, like, they were kind of like good charity people. So I don't know why they would go from that to getting caught with guns and then trying to run off with the story that definitely didn't happen in front of my eyes, or else I would have reported it too, you know?
Yeah. So
that's why it's questioning to me.
and that's why I'm asking you questions, because maybe you have the clues or the idea, but you're saying that they couldn't have done it. Now, let's go back to that day Michael went missing, right? So
yeah,
that morning, where were you all at on July 27th, 2021, the day Michael was reported missing? Where were you guys at in the morning?
Okay, so earlier that day, I spent the night there because we came in towing my car from my mom's to their house. And we came back over there, and then right as soon as we were getting the car back to the neighborhood, the whole neighborhood was on high alert looking for the little boy, Michael Vaughan. And they said he went missing right that day earlier, right before we came in with the car we were towing. And then right as soon as that happened, I went out and tried to look for the kid with Sarah. We got in her little Toyota car and drove to the gas station and drove around after we got out of the pickup, and then tried to look in the field to see if he went down by the river or if he could be out just wandering lost. And, you know, that's what hit my mind first. And then from there, it was me and Sarah. We went to the gas station, got some milk, and then did this and that and came back. And then right when we got back, Carson had his pickup next door with a light bar on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, "Hey, we need to start this up and kind of go look in the neighborhood and the farmer field and the river. We got to go find this missing person report that just came out, you know?" So that's what was on my mind right when it happened. But earlier, before that day, before we towed the car, we went to Applebee's. And
what time was that?
That was earlier in the day, after we woke up and had breakfast and watched TV and coffee. And then we went, me and Sarah and one of her other friends that was there visiting for like a week or so, because he came in from the airport. He wanted to go visit his family over by Nampa area somewhere, by the Karcher Mall.
Who was that?
So that's Adrian.
Is that the Adrian Hernandez?
No, that's a different guy. Adrian Hernandez, I was locked up and incarcerated with him at the Canyon County Jail earlier this year. And he was just there for like some kind of a quarrel or marijuana or just some little petty charge. And he's just there for that. But this Adrian that I'm talking about was a different person.
Who? Like, what's his last name?
I don't know his last name at all. I just know that he was Adrian, and he had like kind of an afro. And we went and did kind of a YouTube video that day where we were trying to make music and kind of like a car crash scene.
Mm-hmm.
And we were hanging out with him doing that earlier. And then after that, me, Adrian, and Sarah went to Applebee's, where we dropped him off there after me and Sarah got a chicken sandwich and a soda pop over there at the Popeyes restaurant.
Who bought the Applebee's? You or him? Or who paid?
Sarah took me to lunch over at Popeyes, and she was going to buy a sandwich for me, Adrian, and her. But he said, "My family's here. I want to see him. So I'm going to go to Applebee's and go over here and have dinner with them, or lunch with them real quick. And then give me a little bit of time to do that. And then you guys come back and get me."
Yeah.
So we did that. And in the meantime, me and Sarah were bored just kind of driving around the mall, and we didn't know what to do. So I drove back over to my house to get a water bottle and fill it up with water to bring back over to their house because I didn't like their water.
Yeah.
And then during that time, after that, we came back to the mall and we picked up Adrian, me and Sarah, and then all three of us, Sarah, Adrian, and I, we hopped in the car and we went back to the Fruitland house where they do their taxi business.
All right. So where was Stacy during all of this?
He was back at the house.
So you think Stacy stayed home all that day? Stayed home?
We left him there at the house. I don't know if he stayed there the whole time or not, to be honest.
Was anyone else there with him?
I don't think so. I think it was just him home alone at that point.
And
that was before we went to tow.
and they had dogs and cats there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they had one hound dog and like 3 or 4 tuxedo cats.
So Stacy's there. You guys go out. What was Adrian doing at the mall?
He was just visiting his girlfriend and his son. And then after that, we went over to Macy's and kind of went in there and shopped around for clothes a little bit. And we were playing on our iPads and just taking pictures, goofing off. And then from there, we go back, and then that's how it goes.
Well, what about the afternoon from the mall to you going back to the neighborhood? Did you guys go anywhere else? Stop anywhere else?
We just went over to a pawn shop, I think, just kind of look around at the pawn shop a little bit. And then I think he bought like an iPad, or he was trying to get a new iPad, I think.
That's Adrian, right?
Right. Yes, sir. And then I think he bought one there. We went to the pawn shop, bought an iPad, and then came back and we were just chilling.
So what car were you guys all in?
We were in that little Toyota 2016 Toyota Corolla.
Okay. What is that? What color is it? White?
It's the blue one.
A blue. Okay.
Yeah.
And I remember you were telling me that they were towing your car. You told me earlier in another conversation that your car was being towed by their truck that day.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
So where's that come into play here?
So I asked them earlier that day if we could use their pickup to go to my house, my mom's house, and get my Mercedes Benz and tow it back over there so I could work on it if I was going to be hanging out over there doing the taxi business.
Yeah. So when did you guys go over there to get your car?
I think it was around like 6 or 7 at night.
6 or 7. Then you're saying while you're coming back, that's when you noticed everyone searching for Michael?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I remember going to the gas station. We were probably at the gas station filling up like right at 7.
Right at 7. What gas station?
It was the Chevron right there just up from their house.
Yeah. So where you were seeing people out there looking for Michael, or you were seeing police?
I was just seeing police cars cruising around, and I was seeing a lot of like the neighbors going out in their cars cruising around, and just like the whole subdivision from the left side to the right side. They were all just out, everybody walking around and looking, and flashlights. Search and rescue was there, police, everything.
But how did you know they were looking for Michael?
Because so when we were pulling into the subdivision, Sarah was driving the pickup, and she stopped and talked to the neighbor that was coming down the road the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
And she stopped right there in the middle of the road, and they both opened their doors and they started talking to each other right there.
Okay. And you told me you never seen Michael Vaughan before in your life prior.
Right. I never met him or his parents ever before. I just know that they're neighbors of where I was staying over there with the Wanderers. They live like diagonal.
Yeah. What about the okay. Yeah, I got so many questions. All right. So Adrian, where's he from?
I think he's from California somewhere.
So, but how did he get up there? Like, how did he end up there in Idaho?
He just flew in from California to come see his.
Real quick though, if this guy doesn't have anything to hide, like why is he running from the cops, guys? You're saying it's a different charge, so there's like a warrant out for another charge, but why? Man, this is a murder. Like if he has like information and he's totally innocent, why doesn't he go to the cops and give the information he has, right? I don't understand. He should. I mean, he's giving an interview to him. Like, why not go and say what he knows? I mean, I guess people are scared. They run, for a charge, but he's going to end up getting caught for the drug charge, right? I mean, so he's going to make it worse. Maybe they can make some kind of deal if he gives them, information. They could give him a deal on the drug charge or something. I don't know. You have a theory? What's your theory? I know they are. Oh, Gina, they are. Criminals are. Why? I don't know. No one is a question he will be like putting in the hands of it. Yeah. But one is that now when he is questioned, he'll be, yeah, that's true. That's very true. True crime detective, yeah. I know, me too. I I keep saying the wrong names or keep thinking when they say, like when I hear Stacy, I think of Sarah. I know it gets confusing. At first, I was really confused. Like I kept saying the wrong names and stuff. Let's see. What if Adrian came down to kidnap you? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Why were they killing so much time? I don't know. I mean, I love the avatar. Wait, Pew Pew's avatar? I missed it. What is it? Hold on. Hold on. What is it? Where are you, Pew Pew? I don't see Pew. Where are they now? Oh, okay. What is the avatar? It's oh, huh? Like a shark bullet? Looks like a bullet that's a shark, maybe? Okay, let me just read a couple more. Yeah, shark bullet. Yeah, that's what I thought. A shark. What's up? Right above the comment you pinned. Yeah, no, I got it now. Okay, I'll continue. I just wanted to. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, it might be something like that. I mean, maybe they really did. Like Julia, like you were saying, maybe that's what they were trying to do, but like how far did they get? Did they bring him to anybody? Did they like how long did they keep him alive, I wonder? And if that's a case and they had multiple people living with him at the time, then somebody knows something. How are they going to keep a little kid from like people that living in the same house? I mean, I guess they could, but I mean, I think somebody knows something. Wait, he said that Michael lived diagonally from them. Is that true? Yeah, I see what he's talking about, Juliet. Because if you look on the map, it's I could kind of see maybe we'll bring up the map in a minute. I could kind of see how you say diagonally because if you would take like let's say you draw a line from their house to Michael's house, it would be a diagonal line. I mean, if you look at it like that, but I mean that's probably not. No, I do too. I'm not saying. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, you're saying you think it's possible that they could have kept him away from anybody knowing, though? Here, let's bring up okay, I'm gonna bring up the maps why I start playing this, and I'll show you maybe why he said diagonal, which it wouldn't be how a normal person would probably have described it. Because diagonal, you would think that it was like across the street, like diagonally, I mean, or something like that. But I mean, they don't. I mean, they live pretty far. I don't even think it'd be considered like in the same neighborhood. I mean, it's not that far. You could walk, but I'm just saying it's not like I don't know if I mean, I guess you could consider it your neighbor, but I mean, I don't know. All right, let me continue and then yeah, you do. I think so too. That's why I'm not believing this. I mean, because I think that they would know if they were living there. So this guy, is he lying?
Son and his old girlfriend or whatever.
But where did Sarah meet him? Like, how does she know him?
I don't know. I think he just randomly like called their phone one day from the airport and said, "Can you give me a ride from here to there or whatever?" And that's probably how those two met.
Yeah, because obviously, Sarah, according to this arrest affidavit, she's claiming that this Adrian guy helped bury Michael in her yard. That's what she said, according to the arrest affidavits or the neighbors. She also said the neighbor's yard too.
Right.
So people are wondering who's Adrian.
Yeah, he's just some kid that came here from California for a little bit to visit his son and his old girlfriend.
Did he get arrested at all?
No, he didn't get arrested or talked to or nothing.
So how long was he there at their house for?
He was only there for like a week up to 2 weeks tops.
After Michael went missing.
After Michael went missing, I'm pretty sure he was there for like a couple days after that as well.
Okay, so he was there about a week and a half prior to Michael being missing. Then Michael went missing, and then a couple days later, he goes back to California.
I think so, yeah.
Do you know where in California?
I have no idea.
You're in a hot tub. I see you're in a hot tub. What's that, the North Dakota life?
Yeah, that's North Dakota life, trying to stay warm out here right now.
Yeah. Interesting. So interesting. Now, did you know that like Stacy had like crazy criminal record in the past of being in the feds and locked up and all that kind of stuff? Did you know that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he talked to me previously before that, and he said that he got locked up for like a year or two because he lied on a federal application to buy a gun or something at a store.
So you seen him with guns. Like, why would he still have guns if he already got arrested for it? Did he just not care? Or?
I think that was it or something. Because at first he said, hey, I know that you're not a felon and you can have guns. Do you want me to try to find you a gun? And I said, no, I already have a gun. I don't need to get another one, you know. But if you are selling that other little 17 or whatever, I'll buy it if I get money from you guys paying me from doing taxiing, you know. That was our first previous conversation.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I wonder why he was so interested in you getting a gun, you know? Like, why does he want others to get a gun? Is he like fascinated with guns?
Yeah, I think he comes from a background where like him and his grandpa used to hunt back in the day before he got in trouble. Like when he went out with other people that were responsible, he probably did some hunting.
You're funny.
So some people are saying that does Sarah have any kids that you knew of or had kids?
No, sir.
See, some people speculated that if Sarah is
My
involved,
brother has a live stream.
people speculate, hey, maybe Sarah did it because she wanted a kid on her own because she couldn't have kids, or you know, what do you think?
Hold on just a second here. I'm in an interview right now, so I'm gonna have to do this real quick. I think that she couldn't have kids because her husband Stacy said that he got his nuts crushed in a bull riding rodeo accident or whatever, blah blah blah. He said he used to bull ride and a bull stepped on his thing and crushed it. So
Yeah, now that I heard about Adrian, because we know Adrian is the guy that Sarah said that did it in the document. Remember, she said it was Adrian or whatever, or and yeah, the one that leaked. Remember, she said it was a guy named Adrian, and he was scared to say something or whatever. So I just wonder, yeah, Laura. I mean, that makes me wonder if he said so. Adrian was from California. He went there a couple weeks before Michael Vaughan went missing, and then leaves like a couple days after. That is kind of suspicious, if you ask me. You know? Yeah. Huh.
couldn't have him.
So he couldn't give her a child then.
Right, and he wanted a kid, and she really didn't.
Oh, she didn't want a child.
No, she didn't really want to have a kid, but he was trying to push that on her.
So is it possible? Okay, so you're with Sarah and you're with Adrian out or getting your car and bringing it back. Is it possible Stacy was home left alone and did something and maybe like went out and snatched Michael? I mean, how do you do you guys know about Stacy's whereabouts at the time?
I personally don't. So I'm saying that could be a possibility.
Because there was no one else there with him, correct?
Right. Yeah. Yes, sir.
But you're saying that you were with Sarah all that day. You and Adrian and Sarah were all together throughout that whole day, starting in the morning. And you didn't she didn't go off on her own or do anything?
No, I was with Sarah that whole day and Adrian. And then Stacy was left home alone.
Stacy was left home alone. What there when you guys were out, what cars were there with Stacy?
I think he had his little Cadillac Escalade that he cruised around at that time.
What color was that?
It was a white one, an older one that he traded his pickup in for. That when that pickup started to have a couple issues, instead of getting it fixed, he just traded it in.
Yeah. See, because he's left alone and no one else is there with him. I wonder if he ventured out. Yeah. Okay. For instance, when you guys got back, was he in the house?
Yeah, he was in there. He was in there on the couch. I'm pretty sure.
What was he doing?
Just watching TV. Like
he never even went anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, because he's left alone. It seems like you three have it. You guys are each other's alibis, I guess. And you're saying you did whatever throughout the day, and I appreciate you talking to me. I mean, somebody that would be guilty wouldn't be telling all this in a sense, but people just want answers.
Yeah, and I want answers too. I don't think Adrian did it, and I don't think Sarah did it. But Stacy, I know that sometimes he's lied to me and he's lied to others, and he says he'll do something and then he really don't do it. And all you need
is love.
Okay, so what do you guys think so far? I should have just downloaded this interview so I don't have to worry about the commercials. Too late now. Oh, I have it muted still. Hold on. There we go. There we
Mine,
go.
and then he'll get sometimes mad at me, you know. So that's where my trail kind of ends, and that's where I'm kind of curious in my own head.
With
And
Stacy.
I with Stacy, I'd like to talk to him personally, and if he was here right now, I'd be talking with him and say, "Hey, I know you and me didn't. I know that you broke my watch, and you know, you thought I wanted to steal your girl or this or that, but that was all accusations. It's not true. I was just there to help you guys work, make a business, and pay the bills. That was my whole objective."
So he was accusing you of trying to get with Sarah
Yes, sir. Like every day.
every day, but he didn't kick
Yeah.
you out of the house.
Right, because she liked me a little bit because I was kind of the cool guy on the block, hanging out, trying to save the day. And he got a little bit jealous of it, and I wanted to kind of shut that down and say, "Hey, we're all friends. You keep your wife. You guys get along, and you guys stop doing that." Kind of like a counselor or a mediator.
Was he ever like? Did you ever see him do any violence?
No, he pretended to try to be a tough guy, try to do that kind of stuff, but he never did it when I was around.
He's a pretty big dude.
He's a heavy feller. He's like 450, 500 pounds.
So, I mean, if you see him walk, I mean, does he get tired when he walks a short distance?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's interesting. So because he's left alone, you guys are out. Michael Vaughan goes missing around, we'll say 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And, you know, what happened? Where was Starkey? Where was Carson Starkey?
I think he was driving for another company at that time because he was mad at Sarah and Stacy because they were kind of trying to give him a little bit of bluff or a little bit of grief, and he was like, "You know what? I can go work somewhere else or be part of somebody else. I don't have to sit here and take your guys' nonsense."
So, interesting. What about the Cesar Garudo? What's the deal with him? Is he involved? Could he be involved? Was he around their house?
I know that he went to their house like one time. Other than that, me and Stacy went to his house one time, and he had a couple other friends over there, and they were just kind of hanging out and chilling with a couple other people.
But Cesar was not around the house the time Michael went missing.
As best as I know, yeah, that's true.
Interesting. So you never seen Michael. Have you ever hear Sarah or Stacy talk about the Vaughns or mention the Vaughns or say anything?
Never once. Not even. The only time I heard them ever mention the Vaughns is when they stopped the car that day and they said, "Hey, there's somebody that's missing in the neighborhood. His name's Michael Vaughan. Do you guys know him or know where he went?" That was the first time that came up to my attention. And then as far as I know, they both said, no, we don't know where he's at. Let's go help look for him from that point.
Interesting. Yeah. Man, I'm so scatterbrained here because it's just a mystery. It's a mystery.
It is. That's all it is right now at this point. Yeah.
But you're assuring, like, if the Vaughns were watching right now, what would you say to Michael Vaughn's family?
I would say, don't lose hope. Keep your head up, keep your chin up, and know that he might still be out there somewhere because they never brought him into their house when I was there, not once. No little kids ever even came into that house, and I was there like a good majority of the time running a taxi business. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the people that I knew that was there, they seemed like they were all right, decent people that weren't trying to do that. They were just trying to have normal everyday lives, you know?
So what's your family think about what's going on? Did you tell them?
Yeah, I told them. The police and the detectives and everything, they've been at my mom's house since I've been gone doing like siding in Montana and stuff, trying to pay bills, and they're beside themselves and just scared and freaking out. Don't know what's happening, what's going on.
So do you feel like the detectives think you're involved, or they just want to ask you more about the Wanderers? What is the detectives' reasons of coming to you?
I think they want to find out more about like the Wanderers and their lifestyle of how they are and what they do. And I'm probably the best guy to ask because I was there around them the most at that time.
Did you feel detectives think you did something, or was it, were they hard on you and questioning? Were they making you feel like you're guilty of something?
Well, they were pretty stern, you know. They wanted to get to the bottom of it, and they kind of interrogated me, and they were pretty rough and, you know, aggressive with it. And I said, listen, guys, I didn't do it at all. And if they're saying that this happened and that they did it, they know more about it than I did, because when I was around them, they didn't act that way. So they're like, okay. And then from there, it's just been kind of like they hit me hard, and I told them everything I know, and then it's been a stale fish, a standstill. And we're just trying to see like who all was even at that point in time in history.
So you're not nervous at all? Are you nervous about being arrested at all or anything?
Yeah, that definitely crosses my mind every day, you know. And I know that if I go back to Idaho, I'll be arrested immediately. And, you know, they're going to talk about me about my marijuana charges, probably do 20, 30 days in jail myself if I go back. And then from there.
So you have pending charges in Idaho?
Yeah, I have pending charges in Idaho just from probation and like possession of marijuana. And that's what I was in trouble with those guys for before.
I appreciate your honesty with that. Appreciate your honesty. Yeah. So you're not going to go back in there and try to settle it, or do you think they're going to extradite you, try to scoop you up there where you're at?
I think for now it's just a basis of I need to get back to work and get some money because I still owe them money on those charges.
Yeah.
So I kind of just came here trying to get to work because the other people I was working for, it was hard to get paid and pay all my bills on time. So I'm just trying to find a solution to make it peaceful for everyone and kind of find out what's going on here and get to the bottom of it. That's what's on my mind right now.
Did detectives ask you about any other names besides the Wanderers? Did they say any names?
The biggest names that are coming up right now on this is Stacy, Sarah, Adrian, that Garudo. Yeah, Caesar Garudo and me, and I think that's it from that very day.
No mention of Starkeys.
The Starkeys, I know that they had previous charges from stuff, whatever they did in their life before. I don't even know. But yeah, they said that they went to their house and asked them. They asked Mr. Carson Starkey and his mother that was hanging out there, and they questioned Dorothy, his ex-wife, that she can't really hear that good. She has to write everything down on paper.
Man, I caught it too late. Stupid commercials. I keep saying I should download it, but then I'm like, well, it's almost over, right? Anyway, let's see if it got copyrighted. Yeah, hold on. From that Sting music. All right.
The Starkeys, I know that they had previous charges from stuff, whatever they did in their life before. I don't even know. But yeah, they said that they went to their house and asked them. They asked Mr. Carson Starkey and his mother that was hanging out there, and they questioned Dorothy, his ex-wife, that she can't really hear that good. She has to write everything down on paper and what she heard or seen or knows or anything like that. So I know that they've been there. I know they dug up the yard, and it's a big case, big thing here.
So you've been so now you've been Googling around following this case?
Yeah, and yes, sir. And then I seen your YouTube that you put out this morning, you know what I mean? And my picture right next to those guys, and that's when it really started to hit home. And I was like, you know, I got to find everything I can do to help. I don't even care about me and my freedom anymore. I need to figure out what's going on here and stop the lying and bring the truth to everything that I can and help.
Yeah. Do you think, based off what you've been seeing, do you think any of the Vaughns are involved?
At first, my very first thought on all that, I thought, well, maybe just the mom and the dad got in a fight about custody, you know, because I got in a fight with my ex before about custody, and I know how that can go. So I thought it was just kind of like one of those things from the beginning, just who gets who, and maybe the dad came and got the kid and took him to his house, and the mom got all mad and called the cops, and that's what I thought it was from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And then my second thought from there is that he might have went missing. He might have went out from his neighborhood because he was trying to go play with other kids like that, his age, and he might have got out in that field and went too far down. There's that Snake River right there by the Ontario-Idaho border right there. So I said, I hope he didn't fall in there and didn't know how to swim, or if he swam to the other side and got lost, or who found him, or what, you know, because there's a million bazillion possibilities that could happen right here.
Yeah. Inside the Wander house, what does it look like inside there?
It's just a regular, like, double wide kind of a trailer house. Well, it's not a double wide, but it's a manufactured stick built home. Just a regular 1, 2, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and a garage house.
Do they have a basement?
And they have a crawl space under there in their master bedroom. You walk in their master bedroom, take a right, and there's like this little crawl space right there. And I know that was open one day, and I went in there and looked, and there was like some kind of one of their cats that got down in there and pissed everywhere.
Oh, really? Why were you looking down there?
Because it was open.
Oh, you were just seeing what it was.
Yeah.
What about an attic?
No, the door was open.
Huh. I like to see that crawl space to see. That's interesting. I mean, that could be somewhere where they kept Michael, if they kept him for a while, right? I don't know. Hi, Kate. Excuse me. Hi, Kate. How are you? I'm gonna bring up the GPS too, and we'll look at the. Wait, where did I write the addresses down? I had them written down somewhere. Of the 2 addresses of offhand of Michael, and then of the Wandra's. Does anybody have them offhand? I have them somewhere. I just I don't know where they're at right now. It's been a while. Like, it's been at least a couple weeks since I was looking into this case, actually. Hopefully that's holy water, and yeah. You just crawl under people's homes. Oh, wait, about the crawl space? I don't know. He just said they left it open, and he looked. I think he knows more than what he's saying, maybe, but I'm not sure if I believe that he's like the culprit in this whole thing. He might just. But if he does, though, like he should go and say something, because he could probably get a deal for whatever charge he's running from. Like, if he has information, it'd be smarter to just. But the thing with him is he's probably afraid, because he probably is alcoholic, maybe an addict, and he's afraid of going to jail. A lot of people would do anything to avoid it when you're an addict, because then you're going to be going like however long without your freaking drug. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you will do almost anything to avoid it, because the thought of not having it is like unbearable. So, when you go into jail, you won't have it anymore. So some people will avoid it at all. Excuse me, I keep trying. They'll avoid it at all costs, so they don't have to give it up. Even if it means like adding so much more time onto your freaking thing, where if you just do it, get it over with, you're not going to be able to avoid it forever. And in that kind of life, you're going to be like, it's going to suck just running hiding your whole life. All right.
And like they wanted their cats to go down in there or something, or like that was another. I don't know. I went in their bedroom and looked to the right one day, and then that thing was open. Their basement crawl space door.
Where's it at in their bedroom? Under their bed? Is it noticeable? Is it hidden?
It's kind of, you go in their bedroom and then you go straight into their master bedroom. There's a shower on the left, and then right when you turn to the right, there's just like this little hatch door that opens.
But if someone just you could see the hatch from the wall, or you could tell something's there. I mean, is it hidden?
It's cut into the carpet, so it's like just a big piece of carpet with like a little square kind of cut out on 2 sides, and then it comes open.
Do they have a attic?
No, sir, I don't think they do.
Is their house?
There's no-
Is their house? What at the time you were there? Was it all dirty, messy, clean?
For the most part, it's pretty messy.
I think I
Kinda
saw.
messy.
I think I saw a photo of you sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, that's pretty much the main spot where I hung out, is just answered phones off the couch and went and drove taxis and went back to the couch, played PS4 and drank some beers and went to bed.
Who else was in that house that you've seen when you were there? Like anyone else that we haven't named that was inside that house ever?
I think there was like three or four people at least when I was there that came there. And this one guy, he got in trouble for like a BB gun and some knives or something like that. He went outside the house because him and another person other than Tanner got in a fight with Sarah about staying in the house and God and religion and all that. And he went cruising around the neighborhood and he had like some kind of a knife deal. And he was threatening that if he doesn't get to come back in the house, then he's going to like slice some people up or do this and that.
What's his name?
I'm not quite sure on that. It was just some guy that was kind of walking the streets of Ontario.
And they brought they brought him to the house.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he was like a homeless guy in Ontario that they met one day and they just brought him back to his house.
Interesting. It does seem like it goes into a pattern of them just bringing people off the streets, or people just they feel like they want to help and bringing strangers into their home.
Yeah. So if something did happen, it happened like that. You know what I mean? Just people that you don't even know who the hell they are or what they're doing or what their motives are, and they just bring them in like their family. You know what I mean?
What were they all like? Would you all eat dinner together? Who cooked? Like, did everybody fend for themselves?
No, Sarah. We'd go out shopping, Sarah and I, and then we'd come home and she'd cook a nice meal for Stacy and I and her and whoever was over there for a guest. That was the usual behavior.
Did Sarah use profanity?
She tried not to, but when she got really super mad, yes, sir, she was good at it.
What would she get mad about?
She'd just get mad about her house not being perfectly clean or things not being the way that she wanted them to be, and just a lot of OCD. She had a lot of OCD and things being just how she left them.
Would she get mad at others or mad at herself?
No, mad at others.
Because like Stacy would leave something out and she would get mad.
Yeah.
So
right.
So have you seen them arguing with each other?
Yeah, almost every day. She'd go around and he'd be making messes and she'd be cleaning it up and getting after him, trying to whap him with a pot and a pan, just like, you son of a bitch, clean your shit up or get gone.
So you seen her hit him with pots and pans? Well,
she didn't actually hit him, but if I would have been her, hit him, because sometimes he makes messes and he just don't care, and he's kind of like a little pig in a pig pen, just kind of really sloppy.
Did you ever see her actually hit him or him hit her?
No, they never did that when I was there. They were just like, they just talk back and forth, kind of getting like, oh, I love you, little Boo Bear. I love you, little Boo Bear. And they'd be back and forth. And they were just like jokesters, kidsters.
Did she actually try to hit on you, or is that true or no?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she liked me. She was trying to get at me pretty good there for a long time. And I said, hey, listen, you're married. You know what I mean? We can't even be on the same couch chilling together doing this and that. And I'm not going to give you and Stacy a kid. And I'm not going to do that. I'll help you guys do taxi. And other than that, I'm going home. And that's what made him mad.
She actually said she wanted you to give them a kid.
Well, she said that before, and like when they were hanging out in Vegas, living in Vegas, that she said that she tried to do that with somebody else before. And they wanted to know if I'd be able to do that for them. And I said, yeah, probably not.
Interesting. What were they doing in Vegas?
I think they just went over there and they had some friends or doing taxis over there.
I think Stacy might have a sister or a relative that lives in Vegas. You know anything about that?
No, sir, not to my knowledge.
So
I know that.
No, go ahead.
I know that they went over there and they did like a long distance taxis. That's like how they made their best money, because instead of like hundreds of dollars, it goes to thousands of dollars. So
Yeah.
that's how they make their better money traveling across country.
Yeah, because right after, okay, for one other question about you. So you done no sexual stuff with Sarah ever?
Well, at one time or another, we were just kind of like hanging out, laying on a mattress. She was trying to make out with me, this or that, and kind of like fill me up a little bit. And I said, whoa, 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 slow down. You're already married, you know? So from there, that was about far.
So she's doing this while she's playing the God card, religious card.
Right. Yeah.
And
That's
then,
why I don't like religion. It puts a bad taste in my mouth and others. It's like, you can't do stuff like that if you're going to pretend like you're holier than thou, you know?
yeah. Now, do you know anything about their trip to Texas in like around, I guess, a couple months after Michael Vaughan went missing? They went to Texas.
No, sir. I know nothing about that recent. Now, I do recall them saying something about that previously, where Sarah lived in Texas with another man.
Okay.
Now, I don't know nothing about that, but I know it was kind of like not a good deal.
So it's my belief that Sarah was once married prior to Stacy. I
Yes,
believe it was to a last name of a guy named Chambers.
Yep, that might be him.
Ricky Chambers, I believe.
Yep, I think that sounds right.
So he does have ties to Texas and Arkansas and Oregon. So maybe that's why she was there. I don't know. Did she ever talk about her ex-husband?
She talked about him a couple times, about like how she wanted to get out of there, and then he got mad one time and kind of locked her in a room, and they were fighting way back in the day before I knew her. That's all I heard about it.
When and where did Stacy get married to, or Stacy and Sarah get married? Where? When and where?
I think they got married somewhere in Montana, and just like not too much. They were only married for a year or two before I met Stacy. And then after that, he was like, hey, you want to come to my house and hang out and bring the barbecuer in and meet my wife, and we'll have a good time. Like I think his grandpa taught him and instilled like some family values into him. So Stacy's a good guy when he don't lie, but he's got some kind of fetal alcohol syndrome, which prevents him from being normal.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing.
So what month and year did you meet Stacy?
I probably met him in like 2020 or 2019, something like that, a couple years back. And then I helped him with this. There was this other gentleman, his name was Labor Dave, and he had a lawn mowing business and a furniture moving business. And that's where we met, is when I was a U-Haul driver, and I helped go around and move everybody's furniture, me and him.
What
and
town was that in?
That was probably in like Boise, Idaho.
Okay, so you met him in Boise.
Yeah.
According to his like court stuff, he got out of jail or prison or jail in May of 2020.
Yep. So right after he got out, just a little bit after he got out, that's when I met him. And I thought he was just a normal person, but comes to find out, the more you hang out with him every day, stuff started to get weird from there.
Like what weird?
Like just daily activities and daily behavior. He'd try to be a businessman, but he tried to take on more than he could. He tried to bite off more than he could chew. You know what I'm saying? So he'd try to say, hey, we're going to go out here and we're going to buy this storage shed and we're going to move it all here. And then we'll resell it and we'll make good money and it'll be good for the family. You guys ready to go out and do that? And then when it came time to doing the work, you'd find just me and Sarah trying to scoop things up. And he'd be like, come on, guys. I can't walk around right now because my feet hurt because I'm overweight.
Wow, interesting. Yeah.
He'd make you feel bad for the guy, and then you're like, well, shit, I'll give you a hand. And then
Man, do you guys know, is this interview the whole 55 minutes? Almost. I kept thinking that it wasn't going to be like that he was going to talk after, but we're already going on 48 minutes. So yeah, I guess it probably is the whole 55 minutes. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I think it is. All right, hold on.
stuff started to get weird from there.
Like what weird?
Like just daily activities and daily behavior. He'd try to be a businessman, but he tried to take on more than he could. He tried to bite off more than he could chew. You know what I'm saying? So he tried to say, hey, we're going to go out here and we're going to buy this storage shed and we're going to move it all here. And then we'll resell it and we'll make good money and it'll be good for the family. You guys ready to go out and do that? And then when it came time to doing the work, you'd find just me and Sarah trying to scoop things up. And he'd be like, come on, guys. I can't walk around right now because my feet hurt because I'm overweight.
Wow, interesting. Yeah.
He'd make you feel bad for the guy. And then you're like, well, shit, I'll give you a hand. And then after that, you're just getting looped into one thing and another. And then it's just, he just never stops being, he's ambitious, but he can't do that much because he's overweight. So I tried to get him skinnier and I tried to say, hey, let's go out and get out of the house, get off the couch, quit eating chips. You're going to die soon. You're going to freaking die if you don't quit eating, man. You got to get some exercise or your heart's literally going to stop beating.
Yeah, I feel you, dude. I feel you. I saw, what he looks like and whatnot. What is his habits? Like, what does he like to do for fun?
That's a good thing you bring up there. He likes to just watch TV and eat junk food and not really do a whole lot of nothing other than talk on the phone.
Talk on the phone to who?
Whoever he can find that'll listen to him.
Interesting. Did he have an iPhone or an Android?
He had one of those iPhones, like a iPhone 12, 13, 14. He always loved his little iPhone.
Do you know if he had AT&T, Verizon? What phone network did he say he had?
I think he was with Verizon when he started his new company, and then he went with those guys, and then the bill got up in excess of $15,000-$20,000.
Wow.
And then from there, he couldn't pay it. And he said, oh, no, what do I do? Can you help me with my bills? And I said, well, sure. Let's look at the bill. How big is it? And you look at it and it's like 20 grand. And he's just on there buying like new little phones and this and that. And, he's always taken on more than he can handle. And that was the biggest issue with me and Stacy.
Yeah. Did he ever talk about kids?
Not really. Not usually. No. That's why this strikes me as strange. The only time that happened is like once or twice during the whole 1 or 2 years that I was there. And he's like, I'd like to have a kid for when I pass away, because it'd make my wife happy. Just like you guys are saying on your video or whatever. That is true. It's confirmed.
So the videos that I've put out that you've seen, what is not true that you've seen that you noticed that with me covering this case, what is not true?
The only thing that upset me or kind of got to me a little bit is the whole part about me and my Montana friends or whatever. That's Guthrie Builders, and he does a good job. He builds houses and does siding and stuff. And me and him are great friends. We have been for years. But one day he got in a bad situation where someone was trying to take his life too, and he tried to steal one of my pickups that I owned. It was like a 01 Ford or something. And then from there, me and him got mad, but then we kind of put it behind us and we got past it a little bit. But now me and him are best friends and we wish to build in the future and help the community out. And I just didn't want something like that coming in between it all.
Understandable. And have you watched my other videos about covering this case?
I don't know. I just seen the one that you put out today, this morning or whatever. And I think it's pretty good. You do a pretty good job.
Yeah, well, I'm still suspect of you, but I still appreciate you speaking, and it puts more like you got nothing to hide, right? You got nothing to hide by sharing all this, because usually the experience with people have done things, unless you're psychotic and you just are guilty and you're just acting like you're not. And there's people out there like that, like Chris Watts. There's other cases that, he goes right in front of the cameras and says he didn't do it, whatever. But you're willing to talk. You're willing to share your side. And,
yes, sir.
People will have a different perspective about this because there's millions of people following this case.
Holy smokes. Yeah, I can only imagine if someone would have took my kid, what it would have done to my heart. You know what I mean? Like, I have a kid of my own and I only have one. She's 10. She's like 5 years older than him. And I got a nephew that's like the same age as him, 5 or 6. And this kid has the same birthday as me, June 24th.
Oh, wow.
So it's not just something that affects me a little bit. It affects me a lot every day, and I think about it, and I can't stop thinking about it. So it's like I need to tell who's lying and who's not. And I think that Stacy is a liar, and he just says stuff to attract attention because he wants to be the cool guy, and because he has a low self-esteem because he's a bigger guy. And I love Stacy, I love Sarah, but I'm not proud about what they've done and what they do. And if they are involved, they need to come forward. And if they're not, we need to find out who really did do this, because it's not just something little.
Well said, Brandon. I appreciate the conversation. Let's talk again in the future. I'm going to share what we discussed. I'm going to share this so people can get a perspective of your thoughts and what transpired that day. Maybe people will give feedback with questions, and then I'll be able to follow up with some questions that people ask. I try to think of as many questions as I can ask you, you know what I mean? But I don't know all the questions, or I might have forgot questions, and there might be even key points that I missed that someone else might have,
Yes, sir. Yeah,
So,
I understand.
and definitely, if you learn anything or anything, definitely go to the police about it,
Yeah. Right. And I will, because, and it's not just like the whole thing of where I'm trying to pay off the police or the police are paying off me. It's just like a real thing that happened that day in that neighborhood, and they want to know what happened. I want to know what happened. You want to know what happened. My whole family. And it's just like, if you guys know something you're not telling me, tell me now. Or, we just want answers.
Yeah. Did you see the Vaughns out there looking for Michael that day he went missing? Did you see?
I think they went out there earlier, but me personally, I've never met him still to this day.
Yeah. All right, brother. Stay safe. Thanks for the conversation. We'll talk again soon.
Okay. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Brandon. So there you have it, everyone. Brandon Shurtleff. He shares a lot. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, comment. What is your thoughts on what he had to say? Interesting.
Okay, well, that was interesting. Excuse me, I keep yawning. Sorry. So I can't remember what was the address of what's the addresses of where Michael and where. Hold on, let me see where I have it. I gotta find it. I don't know. I don't memorize them by heart because there's too many cases to memorize. Let me see if I can find it somewhere so I could put it on the GPS. And then I screenshot here. I screenshot the where did it go? Right here from the. Hold on 1 second. Let me take this down. Bring this up. Okay, so this is the picture that of Brandon, because I screenshot it from the press conference. So that's him. So yeah, they said he basically, oh my god, why could you had a person of interest because he was living with him at the time, so they think he might know something. And then there was another guy, but this was who we were just watching, who they talked about in the press conference today. That's why we started watching it, because it was like, oh wait, that guy did an interview. Like, let's watch it. So we did, and it was interesting. Sorry, I'm just reading chat. I sound tired? I don't know, I just keep yawning. I don't know why. I still haven't finished my first cup of coffee. I'm almost done with my first cup of coffee. Anyway, I have put up a lot question marks for you. Oh, okay. Wait, what do you mean, Sarah? Like, you've put up a lot of questions? Yeah, Stacey. Course is so proud. Yeah, for real. Oh, yeah. Are you talking about being tired, Juliet? But I don't know if I'm actually tired. I think I'm just yawning because yawning doesn't always equal tiredness, right? Isn't it just like a lack of oxygen? You need more oxygen, so you're, um, because I feel like I don't always yawn just because I'm tired. I don't even know if I ever yawn because I'm tired. Like when I'm extremely tired, I don't think I yawn. I just like have trouble keeping my eyes open, right? I mean, is yawning really? Oh, thank you. 11:02. Thank you. I don't have to go back through all my crap and try to find it. That's why I got these different notebooks. I was gonna each like have each notebook for each case, and I just never organized it. So now I have it all within like I don't know. Yeah, it's not very organized. Um, all right, I'm gonna pull it up on the GPS and then we'll. Yeah, I know I can't help it. Anxiety, yeah, maybe. I don't feel anxious, but your hobby is yawning. Oh lordy. I started yawning a lot when I got on my antidepressants, so I got off. Oh, yeah, but did you give it time to maybe wear off? Like, was that just like a symptom that maybe was going to go away if you let it go? Hey, Jory. Take deeper breaths. Okay. Okay. You know what I should do? Because I have one of those O2 meters from like when we had COVID. So I bought one. So when I yawn, I should like take my oxygen to see if it's like actually really lower, to see if there really is like a correlation or like some kind of like connection. Sorry, Cass. They said it would, but wait. It's lack of oxygen, right? Yeah, because like when you yawn, you take in deeper breaths, more oxygen, you expand your lungs, so it makes sense. It's your body needing more oxygen, your brain needing more oxygen. So that's why I always believed that was probably true with yawning. If you think about what you're doing, um, yeah, yeah, but I'm not always yawning on lives though. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I could see if it was always a thing, but this yawning is just like a random thing right now. CO2 buildup? Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess that doesn't work, huh? Well, maybe give it a minute. Oh, hurry up, Hope. Get it. Go get it. Go get your, I don't even know what to call it. I was trying to think of a clever name, but I couldn't think of anything because I don't have enough oxygen in my brain. I'm not on it. All right, hold on. Let me just pull up these addresses real quick just so we could be reminded of where they lived. Even though, I mean, I know you guys probably already know, but I said I was going to do it and I never did it. So let's do it. All right. Google Earth. I don't know if I should do Google Earth or Google Maps. Sometimes it depends. Google Maps has its bonus. It's like its positive, its perks because it shows you like more of the roads and stuff. And Google Earth shows you more of like what do you call it? My God, I can't even think of the word for it. Oh, look, wow, dude. Oh no, never mind, never mind. Whoa, I just had a moment there, but I just realized I was wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me type it. Red Wing Street. Okay, so here is, and then which one is Michael's? Hold on, let me share my screen. What was Michael's address again? I could look it up. I know I need to stop being lazy here, huh? But you guys are just so on it that I don't even need to look it up, right? Really? A big white house or big white horse? Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah. Maybe. That's cute. That's very cute. Yeah, it's true. I think maybe overwhelmed with sadness and frustration for all. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know what it is. Okay. Yeah, Fruitland, Idaho, Brandon, not Ohio. I'm in Ohio. It's Idaho. Okay. So we have that. But which hold on, let me go look it up. What that Michael's address is. Unless if somebody could put it in quick enough. Hold on. All right, let me do. Let me try to look it up. I forget where I have it written down. Find it real quick. Hold on, let me look if it will tell me real quick. What is it? I don't know, guys. I'll just end it. I'm not sure. Or am I blocked? No, we could see you, Lizzo. We could see you fine. You know? Yeah, we can. All right, hold on a second. Let me why is it not typing? My keyboard not working. Huh. Wonder why. I have it plugged in. Hold on. Sometimes it freezes up. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me see. Easy. Sometimes it's like, maybe I am tired or something where you're just like, you don't feel like going about trying to figure it out. It's kind of how I'm feeling. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so here's the map. Oh no, that's where they're digging. Hi, LLC ones. I know what Zeke is. Zeke, come help me, buddy. Okay, so hold on, let me see if it brings up maybe where I was. Yeah. Southwest, hold on. Okay, yeah, I found it just by memory. So it's right here. 911 Southwest 9th Street. Duh, I should have just looked at the map. I would have remembered. I could remember where it was at. I just couldn't remember the name of it. All right, so here. Let me share my screen now. I was just being lazy, you know? Didn't feel like doing it. You're not working. Hi, Jennifer. Okay, let's see. So here is what I was saying. Like, I guess here's where they lived. Here's where Michael lived. Like, did he mean like, because if you make a line from here to here, it's like diagonal. And I think that's probably what he meant. you know? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No, stop it. All right, I don't know. So here, okay. So yeah, so here's Michael. There we go. That's what I need to do. Can I add this on here? I don't know. And then here's that pad, that splash pad. Here is, so supposedly we think he was like somewhere around here, Michael, when he was last seen, because he went to some of these neighbors' house and slowly worked his way down here. And I think he was either between here and these two, like somewhere on this road, I feel like is where they got him from what we know. So, and then this is where, yeah, that they lived, and this is where he lived. So he just like walked down their street because he went to like neighbors' houses, trying to get people to play with him. And his mom was at work. His dad was in there changing his little sister's diaper, and then he called and like got pizza. And I guess when the pizza came, right after the pizza came, like they realized he was missing, and then he went out to look for him, right? What they say, between 6:40 and 7, I think, is where they narrowed it down to like 20-minute time span of when he disappeared. So yeah, so we got here to here. But I think they were driving. Now, I don't know if they purposely targeted him. I'm still confused if I feel like they targeted him or they just saw him walking and were like, hey, we want a kid or whatever. Or did they target him purposely? Know that they wanted him and waited to a time that they saw him by himself. What do you guys think? Let's do one poll real quick before I end this. If you guys think he was targeted, like purposely, or do you think it was just random? They've been wanting to, some people, they've been wanting to get a kid for some reason, and it was like what did they call that? Like what is there's a phrase, a crime of like opportunity or whatever, instead of on purpose. All right, let me do a poll. Okay, and then we'll talk for a few minutes and I'll see what you guys say, and then okay. I'll give you guys a little bit of time to answer, and see. They wanted a kid because what his face got. Wait, what? What his face got smashed by a bull. I don't get it. I'm confused. Wait. Did that just go over my head, maybe? I'm a little higher, but my roof still leaks. Lasagna. Who's making lasagna? I want some lasagna. Lasagna's good. Isn't it, Zev? Yeah. No, if he was taken by chance meeting. Wait, no, that's hard. Yes, if he was often out and about alone. No, if he was. Oh, yes, if he was often out, and no, if he was taken. No, if he was taken by chance meeting. Oh, I don't know. Hey, AKA Ginny. I bet they had seen him in the neighborhood before, and then they saw him that day. Yeah. So do you think that but it wasn't like specifically like, okay, we're planning on getting Michael, and they just like, try to plan it out, okay, and watch for him to be out, and that is the person, like Michael was the person that they knew that the kid that they knew they wanted to get. Or if you think they purposely wanted to get Michael, that was the plan, then yes, say he was targeted. If you think that it was just they knew they wanted a kid, they knew they were going to do it, and they happened to see him and like, okay, let's do it, then that's not, you would answer no, right? So, because like, remember we were looking at the one live where this would be like one of the main ways to go in. If you go off the main road for them to go to their house. Because look, this neighborhood, there's no really busy road connecting it. I mean, they could have came in like a back way going up A Street, but this does look like a common way. You're on 30, come down. I mean, Michael could have already been as far up as here. Maybe he, what if Michael was like, hey, no, he couldn't find anybody to play with him. So he's like, I'm going to go to the splash pad. So he starts heading up because he's bored. So he could have been like up here. We don't know. And they could have been coming in to go home and seen him. Like, hey, let's grab him. You know what I'm saying? It could have been something like that. I have to still find that article. I haven't looked for it. I know I said I would last time. What made me, there was some reason why I thought he was right here rather than here. It was like when it first happened, there were some articles that made me think he was here. And I don't know why. Like I said, I said on the one live, I was going to go try to find why I thought that. Because I remember when me and Bella did like the GPS, we figured, like, well, I said in that GPS thing that I think I was putting him right here. So, but that would make sense. They're driving home. Bam, they see him. Because then because that would be like a way to get, they would get home, I'm sure. Come in, and then come up here, go around or however. Or up here, sorry. Come up here, go around or however. Whatever way they want to take, I'm sure it would be like or whatever. Anyway, of course you could. Yeah, that would be really the only way. From this way, you would have to go down this road. Unless if they came in this way. Which, wait, that's not a very, hold on a second. Yeah, that's not a very, no, that way doesn't look really doable. If you ask me, hold on. Is that a road? No, that's not even, no, they would have had to come in that way. Because this road ends right here, look, and then it's like a dirt road. So yeah, they would have had to came in this way. So it might have just been a crime of opportunity type thing. Because look, what other way is to get in there? No, there isn't. It dead ends right here. This doesn't even go through. They had to go right past here. Whether they're coming up through here or coming off of 30. There's no other way to get back there that I'm seeing. Huh. Yeah. Well. I said I'd be making it for you. Wait, what, Dominic? You're probably talking to somebody else, huh? That's where the dog's lost his scent. Yeah, the dog's lost his scent, right? I don't know for sure, but what I remember the one panel I had up, they said the dog's lost his scent right here. I don't know. I can't confirm that. Somebody just said that up on panel. I remember on one of my last lives about Michael. But like I said, there was something that made me think he was up here, and I don't know what it is. I'll try to find. I'm writing a note, so I got to go try to find that, just to see why. So that would be the intersection of Washington and 8th. Is what I thought when it first happened. Let's see if I could find like the article or why I thought that. But I think it could be that, yeah, like he just wanted to play so bad. He couldn't find anybody, and he was going to maybe come up here and go to that splash pad maybe. You never know. Out away. Well, I mean, they think that it was that Sarah and Stacy took them. It almost sounds like that they think that they have something to do with it, at least. They were involved. And they abducted. Yeah, they use the word abducted. Yeah. You guys are making me hungry. No, they did. They think he was moved. They think he was buried in their yard, and then they moved him at some point because of all the dogs alerting on of human remains in their yard. But yet he wasn't there. They couldn't find him, so they think he was moved. So wherever he was moved, I don't know if anybody's going to talk. I wonder. Actually, let's go look. Let's see. So here is their house. But I want to see something. I want to go go down on to right here. So this would have been, I think, the road somewhere around on this road is where they got him, in my opinion. From what they've said. Let's see. Okay. Wow. Like, look, like right here. No, it would be like out of everybody's view. Like, because there's that fence there. Like, if they took him right here, nobody would see. Look, there's no windows, but I still think it was more up here. Which that would be more, there'd be more people to see though. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, look at all these houses. But if it didn't look like it, if it looked like it was supposed to happen, maybe nobody even like gave it a second thought. But yeah, they should have after they see that he's gone. Maybe nobody happened to look out at that moment. So let's see if he walked up. Let's say he even walked like over here. If he got that far, which I don't know if he did, but look at the ghost. Ooh. There's the splash pad. It was probably a hot day. So yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have been that far from it, like if he was right here. But I think he was working his way up. I don't know why I think he was right here. I think they got him on this road. Driving home. Man. Huh. I mean, you got the fences. And then this, like right here, it's not really, you wouldn't see much because of, but right, this house you would. Huh. And this house is like straight on. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's crazy. Oh, thanks. Musta got lost. Musta got lost. I'd picked Michael up from that spot before. Oh, really? Huh, that's interesting. What spot though? Are you talking about right here where I'm at, or are you talking about down here? Talking about right here? Where I think he was? Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, but what, like, why is he helping the case? I'm confused because hmm, he's a, he works for the Cold Case Foundation. I wonder why they asked him though. You know? What? Wow. I don't know about that. So the whole foundation has been? But I mean, it's not a cold case though. So he must. I took her up on it. She'd freak out. Wait, what? She talks a big game, but if I took her up on it, she'd freak. Who? Huh. I don't know who you're talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't think it was. I think they just, for some reason, reached out to him, which I don't know why, but you know. No ricotta. No, you gotta have ricotta. Are you serious? That's the best part. That's my favorite part. I don't like, I mean, meat lasagna doesn't really do anything for me. I like the ricotta. That's like my favorite part about it. Shoot. Who, Brendan? I'm lost. Like, are you talking about Chris? I'm lost. I'm trying to go up to see what you mean. Those are road trip guys. I don't know it. I'm not sure. Huh. I don't know. Yeah, my face is, you could see it later. Just for you, but not everybody right now. Oh, mozzarella too. Yeah, like mozzarella and ricotta together. Yeah, you gotta have cheese. You gotta have both, I think, right? Like a mix of both is good. You know? I think. Flirting about lasagna? I don't know. I am so lost about that. Oh, okay, Peyton. Like, is it about somebody in chat, you mean? Weekly shower. Everyone had his chat popping about lasagna. Like, they didn't ask him anything. Are you talking about Chris, Autumn? They didn't ask Chris anything. He was just standing in the back. I don't get it. You know? Well, nobody knows if Austin has a woman. He won't answer. Remember I tried to ask because Sleuthy was kind of like into him maybe. Oh, I hope, wait, I don't want to put Sleuthy on the spot, but and he wouldn't answer. I don't know, which I think means he probably does, but he just wants to give the illusion that he doesn't, so he so people still flirt with him maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but he wouldn't answer, which is fine. He doesn't need to tell us, you know? To make fresh ricotta. If you haven't tried, it's so delicious. No, I haven't tried. Yeah, I am. Yes. 100%. You're right. Um, oh, I don't know. We're sidetracking. No, I don't know. I don't really have anything else more to share, really. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've never made fresh ricotta, but I know exactly. I agree. Ricotta's so good, but ricotta and mozzarella together, that mixture is like, oh my God. That's why when like people just have meat lasagna, I'm so confused. Where's the cheese? Like, no, that's like criminal right there. Like, just make meat sauce or something. You know what I'm saying? Just make like pasta with meat sauce or meatballs. Like, That's not lasagna to me, but I know that's just my opinion. Some people think it is, so sorry. I always associate lasagna with the cheese. So I don't know. He stuck his hand right up front too. I thought it was interesting, like he was a late invest. I think he purposely made sure he stood there to look important. I'm so mean. No, I don't know. I don't think they stuck him there. I think he walked and he was there where he wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but some people do. The meat lasagna, that's what that was what started this whole thing because somebody said meat lasagna. A lot the meat like people will make like meat lasagna without the cheese. They just put the meat in the place of the cheese. And that I hate when I like you'll see lasagna like at somewhere at a party or something. You get all excited, like, oh, lasagna, and then you freaking get a piece and it's just meat and there's no freaking cheese. Yeah, but it's not lasagna. Yeah, it's just like eating freaking pasta with meat sauce or something. You know what I'm saying? So like it's you can't get like excited about the lasagna because it's not in my eyes. But some people like it, I guess. I mean, obviously some people like it better, but I don't because some people don't eat cheese, I guess. But man, noodle water, I love you guys. Wait, that one, it's only me. I know, me too, Chica. Oh no. Oh no. Meat and cheese together is the best. Yeah, I could see the meat and cheese together. I don't even need meat on my lasagna though. You know? I mean, as long as it has cheese and it could have meat too, but I'd be good with just cheese, to be honest. More cheese, less meat when it comes to lasagna. Yeah, that's what a lot of people use the sausage and stuff for the meat and like a mixture of it, but I'm just not. No, not my thing. Yes, big CD, so good. Yes. Well, if you're yeah, maybe if you're lucky. No, I'm just joking. Hopefully I will one day. Well, actually, I don't think that's something I never made. I've made like a lot of Italian things, but I've never actually made lasagna. But I could. I mean, it's like I know what goes in it and stuff, but my mom makes it. It's good, but like I could make it. I mean, I haven't made sauce in a while. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to get practice. It's been so long. It's been like 10 years, I feel like, since I've like made like God, I should though. You guys are making me hungry. But yeah, well, I can someday. Yeah, that's true. You're not with food, you're pretty easy to please, huh? Well, I know. Yeah, not yet. I know I want to. I know, yeah. I haven't got to yet, but definitely would like that. I definitely would like it. Wait, what's disgusting, Dominic? What's disgusting? I don't know what you're saying. Huh. I know, yeah. I know. I'll be like, oh, yeah, I could see it. Yeah. Manja, manja, yes. For the record, Your Honor. Yeah, Chica, I'm gonna go visit her in a couple weeks actually in New York. How exciting is that? And on the 13th. So that will be exciting. Go hang out in New York City with Juliet. I'm excited. I'm excited. Hopefully I'll be able to win her over. I hate cooking so much, so maybe we should, because it will be entertaining. Yeah. I have to, and plus I'll be so rusty. It's been so long since I got to, dude. I used to make some good stuff, like freaking, like when me and Randy and Salvatore, Sal in Colorado, like opened this Italian restaurant. And like I basically made the menu of all the dinners, and like I cooked like all my recipes of like the Italian dinners, like sautés, like to order or whatever. Randy did the pizzas and calzones and stuff, and then Sal did the baking because he was a baker. And so yeah, and I got to like pick the specials and like pick the menu. I like make the menu for the dinners and stuff. So it was fun. But like I haven't done that in so long. Like I haven't cooked like that in forever. I need to start practicing. I feel like I should have wrote down like some of the recipes. I kept meaning to, like, and he wanted me to write them down for him, like just to have it in the restaurant. And I never, because I just go off my head, and I never freaking wrote them down. And I wish I would have. I wish I'd had a copy of them because I don't know if I remember them all now. That part makes me mad that I didn't. I mean, I think I could get the basic idea of a lot of them, but I don't know if I know them all exactly. But oh well. Yeah, it is. I'm excited. It'll be fun. It's so romantic in New York. Oh, I'm silly. I'm just a hopeless romantic, I guess. I don't know. I'm a dork. Uh, Send it to her. I don't know. Yeah, I need to get some practice for real. Dawn. What? Let's talk it. What's up? Do a carriage riding in Central Park. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look into what. I don't know if I should or just. Juliet, have you been finding things, or should I look at some things, or no? I don't know. I should. Thanks, Chica. Forensic astrologer. Yeah, yeah. The Radio City. It's so cool. I can't wait. I went and seen it with my family, my parents, like in 2019, and it was so awesome. That show, like, and it was the one we went and seen like 4 shows. It was the one I was least like I almost didn't want to like I was like, no, I don't have to go to that one. The Rockettes. What is it? The Christmas show extravagant. I don't know. I forget what the title. What is it exactly called? Juliet Radio City Christmas show. Yeah. Um, and I was like, I don't know. I don't have to go to that one. And it ended up being my favorite one. It is so cool. It's like a really good one. Yeah. So it's like we gotta go. I'm excited for that. Yeah, wing it. That's my philosophy. Just wing it. But then I'm also like, well, maybe I should have some things planned because like what then I don't want to like be like, shoot, I should have done this, we should have done that. You know what I'm saying? No, I won't ever. You know what? I'm not gonna think that because I'll be with her. I'll be having fun no matter what. Yeah, I'm not gonna think that. Never mind. It's not gonna be like that. It's not that I'm gonna regret like doing things like that. You know what I'm saying? I just being with her will be fun enough, right? Hello from Madison, West Virginia. You're the best. Oh, thanks, Trisha. Thank you for the super chat. West Virginia. No one gets the recipes. Yeah. I don't know though. I'm afraid I won't. The ice skating. Well, because I tried it. The thing is, I tried it. We could watch the ice. We're just watching them ice skate. I tried it when I first moved back here in Ohio. Me, Tommy, my brother, Denise, his wife, Denise, and then my nephews. We all went ice skating, and I hated it. Like I don't know. Like it was not comfortable. Like the skates, like I don't know. I just hated it. I only went around one time, and I could not get around quick enough. I'm like, I'm done, and I just sat out. Like, and I'm not like a it's not like I'm like, "Oh, I'm uncoordinated, I can't do things." Like, I don't know, I'm pretty okay when it comes to things, but, like, it just was I don't know, it just my feet, it just the way that they fit, like, it hurt my feet, my ankles, it just didn't feel it felt really weird, I just didn't like it, I don't know. Hated it pretty much, and I said, I don't think I don't ever wanna ice skate again," basically. But, I mean, it's pretty like, I remember when we went to New York last time when I went, like, we watched the people ice skate and stuff, it was nice. Um, yeah, I actually have been in 2019, we went for Christmas with my family, but it'll be different now because I was, like, by myself. I mean, I was just, like I went with my mom, my dad, and my brother and his wife. So I was, like, by myself in a way, not by myself, but you know what I'm saying? So it'll be nice. It'll be a whole different experience going with her, yeah. Oh, Darcy, bye. Yeah, carriage ride. Yeah, what about that, Juliet? I'm gonna have to look into that. You scared who, Dominic? Okay. uh, Love Actually. I feel like I've seen that. I know I have seen that, but I can't think of what it is. Love Actually. Is it Christmas? I'm down for that. I'm down, of course. You go to shark cage diving. What? In New York though? Lurking. Removable layers. The restaurants and shops are so hot. Yeah, with me, I get so I get so hot. Oh my god. I will definitely have to. Oh yeah, Brendan. That's me, all right. Wait, what's expensive? You guys go to watch the ice skaters at Rockefeller. Yeah, that's what we did. Chica did. That's what did when I went last time. We just were watching them, and it was fun just watching them. I just can't. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could try it again, but I just know I was miserable. It's like just not my thing. And I could like roller skate fine. It was just the way that the ice skates were. It like made my feet and ankles feel like so. It just didn't feel natural. Like, it was so bad that like I said, I went around one time and I got those things I couldn't get those freaking ice skates off quick enough, you know? So, yeah. Oh, ooh, okay. Oh, that had to be. But I've been no, but wait. I was saying I've been in New York twice already though, so I know. I've been in New York City twice. So I like it actually. I mean, I like the whole well, maybe I'm just not I don't know. I feel like maybe I just expected it or I don't know. I didn't feel like that I felt like anybody was grumpy. I don't know. I don't have that memory of like, wow, these people are rude or grumpy. I really don't for some reason. So either I expected it or I just didn't feel that way or something. I don't know what it was, but I both times I didn't get that feeling at all. I don't think. Let me think. Okay. No. I mean, I'm not that memory's not coming to my head of being feeling that way. Um, I know the first time I went, I was well, not the whole time because I was gonna say I was kind of on a little trip. Going to a fish concert on a little bit of mescaline. So I mean, I was in a different but that was like only one night, that I took it like a couple hours before the show and then like coming out I was. So but I mean, we came to the city like the night before and stuff and I wasn't. So no, I don't know. I didn't get the feeling though. Now it's gonna be in my head. Thanks. uh it will be like Buddy in the movie. Oh my god. Okay, Karen, thank you. I'm gonna take one of those rides where the guy pulls you in a little enclosure. It was $100 for 2 bucks. Oh my god, okay. Oh, I won't stress, I don't think. The boombox in the driveway, John Cusack. Oh, is that what it is? If that's what it is, I know exactly. Is that you're saying that is what it is? I thought that was called, is that Love Actually? Where they talk about like hold on. Why didn't that's not what came to my head when I heard Love Actually. But that is a good one, but I thought that was called something else. Hold on. I gotta look this up. I'm gonna look up a Love Actually. That's what you're talking about, right? Actually. No. Love Actually, that's not what's coming up when I type it in. Love Actually is coming up with that one guy, that is he an English guy? What's his name? Well, there's a couple famous people in here that people you would know. Um, oh my god, I can't think of his name. The guy that's in like Hugh Grant and also Liam Neeson, but maybe, I can't think of what that movie's about. Oh, that's the one where all the stories are intertwined. Okay, I have seen that. Yeah. But I do like the John Cusack movie with yeah, that's an older movie, right? We have to do what? Ice skate? No, we'll do that next time. Maybe. Are you saying ice skate? I don't want to. Like, you really want, like, is that like a thing that we really like? Like the ice skating is like a thing that would like be like huge. That if you don't, I know I love well, it's so yeah. I can't wait. Um. New York with a passion, but there are some good. Yeah, it'll be good. Plus, you get to see me. That's what I'm excited. I'm just excited to see you, to be honest. Time would be kind of cute for the two of you. Yeah, it will be. Mhm. Oh, you can walk on the ice? I'll walk on it. Yeah. No, it's not that I'm afraid of falling. The falling is not what scares me. It's the uncomfortable, like, when I'm actually not falling. I don't it hurts my feet, like, feel like I can't control them, and it's like, I feel like they're, like, in jail or something. I can't explain it, but I feel like it hurts. I feel like I'm gonna break my ankle, like, not, like, falling, but, like, the ankle like, I don't know, it's all about, like, the feet thing that bothers me. It's just not comfortable. So it's not necessarily, like, the fall that I'm scared of, it's just like, I'd rather be on the ground than freaking be standing up in those ice skates, to be honest. Hey, armchair day. So, yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, I'm sure I'm kinda behind on comments, I feel like. Or no, I'm not. Never mind, I'm not. This is 5:45. I'm actually pretty on time. That walks on ice. Oh my lord. Uh, yeah, I know, I like that one, that's a good one. Don't always listen to her there. Wait, what, Sandy? Oh, yeah, I'll pass on that. I'll pass for real. I'll watch them though. I know, and I've rollerbladed, like, in high school and stuff. That wasn't too bad. Actually, that was kind of fun. So I don't know what it is about the ice skates, but or I can balance easy on ice, yeah. I think it's your face, Autumn. It just like your face just looks like you would be tall. Like, cause I don't know, something about well, obviously it's your face. Because that's what we see. It just make it does. I don't know why. It does seem like you're just tall. But what would you guys have guessed for me? Like, just would you guys like if you didn't know, like how tall would you have thought I was? Yeah, I think so, indie girl. I don't know. I didn't even think about that, but thanks. That's another fear now. I didn't even think about that at all. Okay, so you're not that far off. Okay. All right. Well, I mean 5'2", so that's not that much because I'm 5'2". Yeah, Italian 5'2". Yeah. 5'7". Whoa. Ooh. I thought she was tall, Zev. You're like 5'2". Yeah. Always wanted to be shorter. Short people can be taller in heels, but I can't make myself shorter. Oh. I don't know. I never, to be honest, I never even wished. It's not like I ever wished, like, oh, I wish I was taller. Like, I didn't never really cared. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, I'm short. Oh, well. I think because my whole family, we're all pretty short. Like, none of us. So it's like, I feel like I just always fit in with at least my family. Even my brothers. I mean, my brothers are obviously taller than me, but they're not like tall for guys. They're probably, oh, no, my brothers are probably like average guy heights. My mom, my dad was short though. I feel like my dad would be considered short for a guy. Let's see, because Tommy might, I don't, maybe Tommy might be a little bit taller than my dad, but Tony was taller. Tony was like, my older brother was the tallest in our family. Um, 6'5". Wow. Jeez, that's tall. That's really tall. Peer planner offer. All right. Well, uh, Yeah, that's true. I don't, yeah, that doesn't, my height doesn't bother me at all. No, I'm not muted. I'm just reading. I don't know. I'm just reading your guys' comments. I'll say that as a toe fetish. What? '87. What were you talking about in 1987? I don't know. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, you hear my chair? Oh, man. Oh, let me take this off the screen. Forgot I had this on the screen. Oh, wait, wow. My chat. Oh, there you go. Oh, it dizzy. Aw. That's cute. Yeah. Thanks, Sandy. Bye, Queen. Good night, Chica. Hey, Noni, McPuffins bubble bottle. Oh, Grateful MC, I don't think I said hi to you. Gilbert, I don't know if I said hi to you today yet, too. Did I? Don't know. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for chatting. Going over 3 hours again. I need to freaking quit this, guys. You guys are a bad influence. I guess it's better than 8 hours or 9 hours that I used to do, right? Oh, well, I don't know. Yeah, I have to get my lasagna recipe perfected. Life is a trade-off, huh? Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. I was just reading. I don't know. I didn't really have anything to say, I guess. I just reading. That's all. Sometimes I don't even really know what's going on because I miss a lot, so I'm confused sometimes what you guys are even talking about. Tasty. Oh yeah, I just read that a million times, huh? Yeah. Oh, thanks, Doris. Bye, Peyton. Hi, Dominic. Sleep well. Are you sleeping? Huh. It's only 6. Well, I guess it's different times, different places. Never mind. Tie-dyed cereal. What? Oh my god. I don't know about you guys. Hey, Kayla. Oh, shoot. My mom could give you a good run for your she's really good at desserts. Let's take a lot for these streams. Kudos. Oh, thanks, Don. All right, bye, guys.